angle. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Filbert Flies. I'm sorry for the late start. A few technical hitches, but touch wood, everything seems to be working fine now. So this afternoon we're flying from Vienna to Innsbruck and hopefully back again if there's time. I've got to leave for work at about 5, so it might be a little bit tight, but we'll see how we get on. And a very warm welcome to all of you. Sus, Melon, Teo, Rene, Ngampilan, Kaffel. Who else is here? Gibi, hello. Dingo, hello. Jamie, hello to you, and Scott, and Jenny popped in briefly. I think she's gone now. Lovely to have you all here. I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, I'm all right. Little bit anxious about this one because, well, I'm just going to say it. I'm not very good at flying the Dash 8. There we are. Little warning for you all. Things might well go wrong this afternoon, but it's an interesting plane. It's a new plane. It's one I haven't streamed before, so I figured I would, you know, throw myself out there and hopefully things won't go too horribly wrong. Joshua, yes, hello. What's your question? This is prepared. It's in everything about the stream. All the software I'm using is in the video description and title. Aviation09, welcome back. Nice to have you here. So what I'm going to do now is start getting things set up. I've got some power to the aircraft. We're on the APU. And I'm going to start FS2 cruise pre-flight events. Although that's gone dark. Okay, no, that seems all right. Good. So the first officer's going to do his walk around, and we've got about 30 minutes to get everything set up. So I'm going to start with the originating flow. I'm going to set the MFD to the doors page, which we do down here. There we are. So both doors are open, and we'll get boarding underway shortly. Oh, I've got some sort of announcements playing. Haven't had that before. Don't know where they've come from, but anyway. Hello again, Scott. How are you? Did the chat only freeze on your TV? Pass, I don't know. Seems to be working on my computer, but I'm not entirely sure. Hope it's working. Do let me know if there's a problem with the stream. I'm never the first to know about these things. Okay, so copy the ATIS. Well, I have copied the... Well, there isn't an ATIS, but I've copied the META, and the wind's changed since I planned the flight. So we're looking at departing off runway 14. So that's a slight change to the planned flight. DC battery switches should be on, and they are. AC and DC gen switches should all be on. Gen 1 and 2, Gen 1 and 2. Yep, they're all on. Main bus tie should be set to tie. Yes. Engine intake doors closed. ELT should be armed. And it is. FDR ground test switch. We can do that. Fine, so that's been tested. The APU fire test, we can't do that because I've already started the APU, but trust me, it's working fine. We'll do the fire detection tests for the left and right engines though.
For the walk around.
No problems for you. Excellent news. Oh good, I'm glad it, well, I'm sorry it was just you in one way, but I'm glad it's not a general problem really. Fire detection we're done. Baggage smoke warning test, we'll do that now. Forward. And aft 1 and 2. I was umming and ahhing about doing this whole cold and dark startup on stream and whether or not it would be a little bit dull. And I'd actually decided that I would do it before starting, but because I had to restart my computer, I didn't have a chance. So you get to watch it, for better or for worse. Oh, Kaffel, congratulations! Is this 6 months for you? No, not... Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, you got the purple one. Congratulations and thank you for being such a long-term member of Club Filbert. I really appreciate it. And, of course, for all your moderation. Just for generally being you, Kaffel. Right, manual dump pressurization should be set to auto. Turn the APU gen on and the bleed air on while we're here. Get some air conditioning going in the cabin. So that is set to auto. Outflow knob should be fully counterclockwise, and it is. And we need to set our landing altitude, which for Innsbruck is, of course, relatively high. Yeah, 1,894 feet. So we'll twiddle this knob till it's roughly 2,000. Position lights should be on. Stick them on now. We're also going to turn on the seatbelt and no smoking signs while we're up here. Pack switches should be set to auto. They are. Bleeds 1 and 2 should be off, and they are, but the recirculating fan can come on now. Bleed flow controller should be set to min, and it is. Nose wheel steering should be set to off. So if this looks slightly familiar to you, then that's probably because you've seen the CRJ, same manufacturer, and if you look outside, it does sort of feel, to me at least, that Bombardier had a look at this Dash 8, thought, do you know what we should do with this? Stick a couple of jet engines on the back. The rest of it's fine. It's got it's got a very similar shape, very similar nose, but it is trickier, if anything, to fly. Rene, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Good. ADC 1 and 2 test. Can do that down here. Yeah, some stuff happens, which we like. Some good stuff happening. So that's 1 tested, that's 2 tested. I am going to have to leave this window up here or it doesn't work properly. I know it's not the prettiest thing. Stall warning 1 and 2 test. We'll do that now. Yep, got a stick shaker, got an alert. So that's everything we could possibly want from a stall warning test, I think. Flight taxi switch should be set to taxi, that's up here, and it is. HSI select should be set to the pilot flying, and it is. Yaw damper will arm that now. Nav source selector should be set to FMS. We do that over here, all the way to the left. Of course, we don't have anything in the way of a flight plan yet. We'll be doing that shortly. EGPWS set return to landing flap setting.
Hi guys.
That's
Can
over
we
here.
start boarding now?
Yes, yes, you can. Of course, you can.
Yes, you can start boarding.
Thank you.
And we can
I'll
get
back with a note sheet later.
GSX to start the boarding. We'll have a little look at that as time goes on. Nav source we've done, EGPWS even we've done. Auto feather test, we'll do that now. So to do the auto feather test, we come down, push the auto feather button. You'll get auto feather test in progress up here. Cockpit voice recorder test not simulated in this aircraft, unfortunately. Power levers should be at disk, and they are. Yeah. And condition levers should be set to cut off, which they are. Or fuel off, I should say, not cut off. Fuel off. The emergency brake is set to park. And now we can set up the FMC. So this is very different to any other FMC I've ever used. Yes, that's right, Gampelan. It's very, very similar. I mean, P3D is basically an enhanced version of FSX. It's the same software, modified to make it 64-bit, and with a few graphical tweaks and obviously a lot more add-ons since FSX was around. But yeah, it's very similar. Exactly, as Melon rightly said. Hello, Joel. How are you doing? Pablo, nice to see you. It's been a while. Thank you very much. I'll do my best. Okay, Teo. See you soon. Is there, Jalil? I hadn't seen that. I'll check it out. Thank you. Right, so now we have to set up for our departure. And, of course, that is not what I planned for. So we're going for runway 16 and the Ospen 5 Bravo. Just get my charts set up so I don't cock it up too early on. Right. Okay, right, here we go. Runway 16, number 2. Ospen 5 Bravo is number 14. So you see, you can't just click the line select key next to things like you can on modern FMCs. It's noticeably different. Flight plan page again. So that's got our entire departure there. So we just have to put in the rest of the flight plan. So after Ospen, we are going to Abruk. A-B-R-U-K. Oh, not in there, we're not. Not in there, we're not. In that one. A-B-R-U-K. Enter. Accept. And then from Abruk we're going to Setal, S-E-T-A-L. And then from Setal we're going to Nanit. And from there we are going to Innsbruck via a star, which I'll put in momentarily. So we need to get rid of this no link, if I remember rightly. And then we go to menu, arrive. Now this is where it gets a bit interesting. It was very definitely a runway 26 arrival when I planned the flight. Now the winds are variable. So I'm going to still plan, I think, for the RNAV runway 26. Oh no, I'm not. No, they've changed right around. They've changed right around. So we are in fact going to do, and I hate having to do this, but we're going to do the circle to land on runway 8 if everything stays the same. So that'll be very exciting for all of you and terrifying for me, as it always is, especially in a plane that I can't fly very well. But anyway, good fun, good fun. So there we are. So for the approach though, in fact what we have to do, yeah, we don't select runway 8, we still select runway 26. And then for the approach we select the runway 08, sorry, the runway 26, and we do the circle to land. That FMC is not at all like an Airbus or Boeing. No, it's not. It's not. It's a very, very different machine. Very ancient. It won't let you, Jalil, unfortunately, but you can stick it in my Discord server under Payware add-ons if you like. That would be helpful. Good afternoon, Simon. How are you? Secretly, we all hope for the circle. Yes, I know. Secretly, you all hoped for it, and I really didn't. Anyway, Nanit 2 Alpha. Approach, right, so this is what we do. This is what we do. We do the localizer. I can't remember which one it is. I'm just going to consult my charts. It's the loc. Yeah, loc R runway 26. And then we break off from that and do the circle to land. And yeah, we're going via Rattenberg. Done! That should be our flight plan complete. We're just going to check for any discontinuities, and there is one between Rattenberg and Advig. So we'll get rid of that. Delete, delete. We've got double Advig. Why have we got double Advig, I wonder? Once again, I'm going to have to consult my charts, because sometimes this plane can be a bit funny if you delete waypoints that it thinks it should have. No, we very definitely don't want two Advigs. We want to go from Rattenberg to this Advig and then intercept the localizer. So we'll delete this one. That looks better, doesn't it? Cool. All the rest is our missed approach, which I really hope we won't have to fly. I'm glad it's not just me, Casey. I'm glad it's not just me. Oh, sorry, Jalil. Yeah, it would have been helpful if I'd posted that while talking about it, wouldn't it?
TCAS system test okay.
Yeah, it is hung and plan. It is. Hello, Marco. Welcome to the stream. How are you? So, meanwhile, first officers tested the TCAS system. We've got passengers boarding, some of whom are too tall to fit through the door, I think. Bit worried. Oh no, they sort of go up the steps and then climb down. It's alright, I won't be sued. Good, right, so that's that done. Got our route. Next we go onto the fuel page. And we put in our weights, which I have somewhere. Okay, so our zero fuel weight is 23,370. We're quite light today. We're only taking 50 passengers. 23374. Our fuel on board is 2985. And that gives us our gross weight, which is pretty much all we need at the moment. Just going to check that the fuel is correct. So we've got 1475 on the left, 1490. Yeah, that's roughly correct. Squeeze them in. Okay. Now what we need to do is put in our V-speeds, which you actually have to get from a table. There's no takeoff performance calculator, certainly that I've been able to find. So our takeoff weight is going to be just over 26,000 kilograms. The temperature's above 20 degrees. So I'll just tell you what they're going to be. What's our altitude? It's below 2,000 feet. Yeah, of course it is. 126, 126, 127. That's what we're going to do. And because we're doing a flat 5 takeoff, our flat retraction initiation speed, VFRI, is going to be 137. So V1, 126. VR, 126. V2, 127. Oh, too slow. And then this is our flap retraction initiation speed, and I said, what did I say, 137. And I've just noticed I've accidentally knocked that V1. Bring that down to 126. Okay, because there's no ATC online, we can climb straight up to our cruising altitude of flight level 240. And I'm just going to get the latest METAR for the pressure. 1013, that's convenient. I've never flown on a Dash in... Oh no, that's not true actually. I did. I flew with one on one in Canada. I quite liked it, I have to say. Right, what else? What's next? Let me consult my flows and checklists. Set the elevator trim. And I'm going to keep it towards the top of this white band here. We'll set runway heading up here as well. As you can tell from the fact that I'm pretty all over the place with the order in which I'm doing things, I don't have quite the level of experience in this plane that would be ideal. But anyway. 126. Sometimes you've just got to go live and hope for the best, and that's what we're doing today. Okay, that's that. Okay, so we are T-minus 13 minutes, which means we can do our departure brief. I just need to make some changes on here. So we're going to go straight into LNAV mode. We are doing flaps 5. We are following a SID. Anti-ice level 1 is what we want. That's basically just pitot static heat, not a lot else. Bleeds on. Have I got any concerns? Nah.
Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This will be a standard left seat departure. Rudder gate and
Hello,
push brake
Udis.
is required, so you'll be handling the engine start. The departure runway and taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. For the taxi, this airport uses ASDEX, so turn the transponder on for taxi. Nav source for the departure will be LNAV. Anti-ice is required, we'll use level 1. As for the takeoff plan, we'll use flap 5. For the routing itself, the departure will be an ATC assigned SID. We'll use N-top for the takeoff power, and the bleeds will be on. For the safety brief, any abnormality prior to 80 knots, I'll
Is
stop
that
the
true,
aircraft on the
Jalil?
runway.
That's very
After 80
exciting. Where
knots,
did you
I'll
hear
stop
that?
for an engine failure or fire. Anything after V1 will take it airborne. You let the tower know we've had an emergency and we'll need
Well,
straight out.
when they reveal
On
it, let me
1000
know,
feet,
won't
we'll
you?
engage alt hold, accelerate to V climb, retract the flaps and engage IAS
Should
mode
really
for
be
our
listening
V
to my
climb
own takeoff
and
briefing, but
complete
anyway.
memory items. Any questions?
That's checked and no questions.
Departure briefing complete.
Cool. Departure briefing done. Now we can move on to the 24-hour system checks.
24-hour system checklist, please.
Engine fire detection.
Tested.
APU fire detection.
Tested.
It's a lie,
Smoke
but
warning
he doesn't
aft
need to know
and
that.
forward.
These have been tested, yeah.
Stall warning test 1 and 2.
Tested.
Done. You're my
ADC 1
witnesses.
and 2.
Tested.
Auto feather.
Tested.
GPWS TCAS. Test. PA system.
Tested.
Trims.
Tested.
24-hour system checks.
Yeah,
Checklist
I'd be
complete.
happy with an A320ceo. I think I'm hoping for an A350, but that feels very unlikely. Good. So we've done our 24-hour systems checks, and we've just got a few more things to do, and we'll be ready to go fairly soon. I can't remember what I did first time round setting it up and what I've done since restarting my computer, which isn't ideal. We can turn the windshield heat to normal now. And I think we'll speed up the old pre-flight stuff a little
Hi
bit.
guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thanks.
Well, that's good to know, Ngampalan. That's good to know. I feel better about my own landings. Chewie's revealing it, is he? Ah, okay. Well, I'm reluctant to tell anyone to go and watch Chewie instead of me. But if you if you wouldn't mind popping along in an hour and a half, coming back and telling me the news, that would be very much appreciated. Okay. So the only other thing I have to do is set the MDA bug. This isn't a real world thing. This is something to get the correct callouts from the FS2 crew first officer to my acceleration altitude, and I want to use 2,000 feet for the acceleration altitude today. We've got no terrain to worry about. So yeah, 2,000 feet will do us nicely. And we'll do another little bit of fast forwarding on the pre-flight events. And we'll start the before start checklist.
Hi Captain, the cabin is ready to go.
Thanks.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, Plasma and
Full start
A340 would also
Stand
be
by.
awesome. It really would. Right, so while we're doing our before start flows, my role in all of this is to temporarily turn on the hydraulic number 3 isolation valve and check that the hydraulic pressure goes up.
Originating checks
And
flow.
it does. Yep, that'll do. Everything else has been done.
Complete.
Complete. Gear pins. Stowed. Pre-flight checks.
Complete.
Complete. External power. APU voltage.
On. Check 24 volts.
Circuit breakers.
Checked.
Checked. Escape hatch.
Closed.
Nose steering.
Off.
Flight guidance control.
Well,
panel
I think an
set.
A380 is
Fuel
unlikely
quantity, 2,
because
9, 6,
everyone
2
knows that
kilos.
FS2, not FS2 crew, a fly-by-wire are working on one, so that wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Check.
But
Hydraulic number
yeah,
3
I'd certainly
pressure.
accept an A380 for sure. That'd be awesome.
Check 3000 psi.
Emergency brake. Pressure.
Park. Checked.
Power levers.
Disc.
Condition levers.
Fuel off.
Emergency light switch.
On.
Fasten seatbelt switch.
On.
On. Departure briefing.
Complete.
Complete. Before start checklist complete.
Right, I think we're pretty much there now. So the doors are closed, the fueling light is out. The battery master main aux and standby are on. This is my before engine start flow that I'm doing now. Yeah, they're definitely all on. Lock isolate off, that's not simulated. Jack, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to Filbert Flies. And if anyone else watching hasn't yet subscribed, it'd be lovely if you would. And also, if you wouldn't mind clicking the thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate that as well. Makes a big difference. We're going to turn the anti-collision light to red. So basically, this switch is a combined beacon and strobe. So we have it red when we're about to start the engines or when we're moving on the ground, white for when we're in the air. Going to turn the APU bleed off. Unusually, because these engines are electrically started, so they don't need bleed air. And yeah, let's do the checklist.
Engine start checklist to the line, please.
Battery
Hello,
master
Shark Kitty.
auxiliary
Welcome to the stream.
standby.
And Sesto, hello. Yeah, any car. Yeah, me too, Rennie. Any long hauler really is what I want. Any long hauler.
On.
Doors fueling lights.
Closed and out.
Anti-collision light.
Red.
Engine start checklist completed to the line.
Below the line, please.
APU bleed.
Off.
Engine clear on 2.
Could be a... No, we don't know it's an Airbus. It
Clear
could
on
be
two.
anything. We
Engine
really
start checklist
have very
complete.
little information. And because we don't need pushback, we can just drive straight forward out of the stand. We don't need to do anything, really. But what I will do, before I forget, is set the transponder to 7000. And I'll tune Unicom. There we are, 122.8. Boom, done.
Starting 2.
Check.
Starting 2. So up here we select engine 2 and we turn and we switch on the start switch. And then we monitor the engine instruments and move the condition lever up to start and something. Can't remember what it is. Start. Oh, they don't make it easy for you to read it, do they? Start feather. There we are.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our airline, we would like to welcome you on board of our Dash 8 Q400. The flight plan
The secret developer we don't even know the name of, Pete. We don't know anything about them. Could be a Concorde, imagine that.
want to use any electronic equipment
Oh, there we are. Phoenix Simulations. Didn't even know what they were called.
for takeoff and landing.
Yeah, but I think I might be wrong, Jill. I did follow some of this on the forums. I think someone pointed out that they had a 320, and they said, "Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything." I think that's one of the aircraft we've ruled out. I don't know. I think I might be talking out of my bottom. Actually, I can't remember. Can't remember what I've read. Same with engine 1. Start disc. Jamie, how are you doing? Demetrius, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, I know. The less said about that, the better. It would, I agree. I agree, Melon. I personally don't think it's an A320.
Have your attention to the international
Der unaussprechliche Name.
has 6
Welcome. You're flying from Bilbao to Salzburg on IVAT and you've the... Ah, nice.
you at the back. They are marked with the exit sign.
Flight Sim Labs are working on a Concorde for P3D, I think.
These exits.
Yeah, super secret for another hour and a half or something.
To fasten the seatbelt, put the 2 ends together.
Yeah, I know, Demetrius. Not ideal. Not ideal.
To unfasten the seatbelt,
Put that display back to nav. So we got 2 engine starts.
and is sealed in a plastic
Oops, forgot
Clear
to
on
announce
one,
starting
starting
1.
one.
Check.
And now we move the condition levers full forward.
Pull the life vest over your head. Fasten the life vest by connecting the hooks to
Have a little look outside at these beautiful turboprop engines. Ah, Jamie, but the risk is, because I'm delayed, I don't know if I'll have time for the return, because I've got to leave for work at 5, so I kind of want to be done by 4:30. I should do. We might just have to hurry along a little bit, but I hope I can do it, and I hope you can join if I do. Right, so we'll do the after start checklist now.
After start checklist, please.
Stand by.
I'm going to turn off the APU. Going to turn on the ice protection, so as I said earlier, just level 1, pitot static heat, that's it. Ice protection test we don't need to do. Rudder travel, we can check the rudder travel. Not a problem. Rudder travel seems good. Rudder actuator test we don't need to do. Nose wheel steering we now turn to on.
External power APU.
Hold on, son. I'm not ready for your checklist yet. We put the radar to standby. Which is... there it is. Oh, someone's done it. He must have done it. Good. Set our multifunction display to map. So that's that done. Right, I'm ready for the checklist now.
Off.
Main bus tie.
Off.
Captain, are you sure about that? Ice protection.
Oh. Sorry, no, I didn't turn the main bus tie off. Skipped over it, didn't I? In my hurry. Because Melon Lord said I have to fly a bit fast. There's always someone to blame.
Level 1.
Checked. Level 1. Rudder travel.
Full travel.
Rudder actuator test.
Complete.
Nose steering.
On.
Auto feather.
Auto feather select.
Engine rating.
In top set checked.
Batteries.
Checked.
Flaps.
Now, I think you're supposed to set the flaps. Have you done it? Yes, you have. Good.
5 set indicating.
5 set indicating. Auxiliary standby PTU pumps.
On.
On. Hydraulic pressure quantity.
Checked.
Checked. Hydraulic number 3 and elevator. Checked. Caution warning lights.
The only one we've got on is parking brake, so that's good.
Checked.
Flight instruments, radios.
Checked.
Checked. Altimeters.
1013.
1013. Set.
Yeah, it is like an hour flight.
Ice
It is.
protection test.
It's just by the time we turn around. Sorry, Gemarco Engineering Services. Welcome. Didn't see you there. Welcome to the stream.
Complete.
After start checklist complete.
Yeah, it's like an hour flight. Yeah, that's it. Rush the turn. Get on. Yes, hurry up, quickly. We're going right now. This is the amazing Majestic Dash 8Q400 Sharkity, yeah. I don't know, there isn't one for 2020 yet, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, it's a bit... it's a bit bold, isn't it, the black and yellow stripes, Simon? Dwyle, hello, welcome to the stream. You are in plenty of time for takeoff. It's a very, very slow and steady setup with this plane. Because as I said at the start of the stream, I'm not particularly good at flying it or familiar with all the procedures, so I'm taking my time. Right. Here we go. Clear on left.
On the left.
And we're clear on the right.
So I better give some kind of announcement on Unicom about where I'm going. TL38 Whiskey Bravo 1. Lean traffic, Austrian 3 Bravo Alpha on stand Foxtrot 44, taxiing via Tango Lima 38, Whiskey and Bravo 1 to hold short of runway 16. Let's get moving. No one about, I don't think. And because there's no one about, we're actually going to stop short of the runway and do our before takeoff checklist there rather than trying to do it as we taxi, I think. Yeah, someone was saying, is this it is a very, very nicely modelled aircraft, but it is also an absolute pain to fly, in my experience anyway. Excuse me, coughing away here. Jamie, you know I always forget the runway number while I'm talking. I don't know what it is. I'm focusing so much on remembering the taxi route that I just forget where I'm actually ending up. Yeah, the sounds are awesome, aren't they?
Hello, flight deck.
No, because we're in
Okay,
Wien.
cheers.
We're flying from Wien to Innsbruck. Ask Emily. Who's it? Emily rings a bell. But I don't know who she is. There was an Emily pilot who's a but does she fly the Dash 8? Maybe she does. Does P3D use live weather? It can do. I'm using a live weather add-on called Active Sky, which is what most people use. The default live weather isn't brilliant. In fact, I was looking at it the other day. I couldn't even find how to turn it on. So, yeah, so I'm using a combination of Active Sky P3D, Active Sky Cloud Art, and Rex Skyforce 3D. Oh, does she? Does she? Oh, I'll definitely have to watch some more of her stuff. Yeah, I can't turn a corner and look who's just subscribed, but thank you for subscribing. Hold on. I'm going to stop at the hold short point. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you by name, and then we'll get going. In fact, I might get some water at the hold short point as well, I think. Hello Nathaniel, welcome. How are you doing? Right, as I say, just going to stop here, get some water, thank the subscribers, do the checklist, and then we'll be underway. Is the Dash 8 worth the buy? It's really, I mean, it really is proper study level. There's a lot to learn about it. I think it's a great plane, but at the same time, they are generally being phased out around the world as far as I can tell. So, I don't know, it depends if you want to fly current routes, if you don't mind flying historic routes, that sort of thing. But if you want a good study level plane that's difficult and takes some learning, then yes, I would absolutely recommend it. Right, subscribers, Noah here, thank you for subscribing, and Hendra Saputra, and my little ninja, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. Do, if you haven't already, do click the subscribe button, do click the thumbs up button. I'm going to grab some water, I'll be back momentarily. Okay, I'm back. Man just hops out the aircraft, walks across. Well, it's only because the cabin crew on this plane are hopeless, Harrison. I have to do everything myself. Airplane is gorgeous, and you're so lucky that you live near a Greek airport because of these beaches. Oh, are they? Nice. I might have to look at some Greek routes for it then. Emily was stood down. Oh, was she? Oh, I'm pleased she's back into it though. That's good news. Oh, but she's now first officer. That's less good news. can't wait for Thursday's flight. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I have to say I'm a lot more excited about Thursday's 747 flight than I am about flying the Dash 8. But anyway, people are interested in the Dash 8. I'm interested in the Dash 8. The fact that I can't fly it very well is immaterial. It's all going to be absolutely fine, I promise. Okay, so before takeoff checklist to the line time.
Before takeoff checklist to the line.
I need to test the takeoff warning, which is down here. Now this always makes quite an alarming sound, and I'm never sure why, because I've got no caution lights on, except for the parking brake. Maybe it's because I've got the parking brake on. Let's release the parking brake and see what happens. Ah, there we are, I've just learnt something. I've just learnt something. It doesn't like you having the parking brake on. It sees that as a problem.
FA notification received.
Yes, in a
Takeoff
minute.
briefing
In a minute.
complete. Cabin PA complete.
Flight taxi switch needs to go to flight. Condition levers are max.
Max.
Max. Trims.
3 set.
3 set. Takeoff warning test.
3 set. I'll turn on the wing lights. And I'll turn the anti-collision light to white, which is equivalent to turning the strobes on.
Flight controls checked and free.
Turn the
Flight
taxi light on, and we'll turn the exterior landing lights on as well.
Flight.
Radar terrain. Transponder TCAS on out. Takeoff checklist completed to the line.
Okay, and we'll do below the line.
Below the line.
So what's going on here is the
Bleeds
first
mid-on.
officer is sorting
External
out
lights
the bleeds,
on runway.
checking the external lights, and we're going to confirm the runway.
And runway heading checked.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
And before we line up, I'm going to have a last little glance at my SID chart, because as you know, I had to change it at the last minute. Okay, so we're going to take off, make a turn to the right, and we've got unrestricted climb. Cool! Wien traffic, Austrian 3 Bravo Alpha lining up runway 16 and departing via the Osman 5 Bravo. She got laid off during COVID and because of her seniority, BS couldn't keep her captain grade. That stinks, doesn't it? That really does stink. Do I think this is the secret study level? This? The Dash 8? No, I don't. I suppose it could be. Don't know. I've got no reason to. No reason. What's just happened? Is my sim crashing? No, it's not. Something. I just pressed something. There we are. Whoo! Had a little panic there. Dash 8 is nice for some Scandinavian routes with Videro. It's true. It's true. I would. Yeah, it's true. That is why it would be awesome to have it in MSFS, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Feet on the pedals, Phil, but prepare yourself.
Check power.
Power checked.
Quite a lot of right rudder to keep it steady down the runway.
80 knots.
Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
And we'll get the autopilot on.
Select nav.
Nav selected.
Seems to be requiring an awful lot of right aileron input just to keep it straight, doesn't it? What on earth is that about? Ooh, I've done something with the trim. I think.
Acceleration altitude.
Yeah, I have. How did that happen? Okay, that's better.
Flap 0, IAS 200, climb checklist to the line.
So we're above our flap retraction altitude. First officer's going to deal with the flap on my command, and he's going to reduce the power to climb power. And I'm going to give you a little look outside. Now obviously, we're not going to experience MSFS visuals today, but with the open land class,
Climb
it doesn't look
checklist
half
completed
bad
to
here.
the line.
It's alright, Harrison, it's alright. Right, what have I missed here? A lot of routes in Oz had the Dash 8. Really? Iris Simulations just announced the PC9, PC12. Oh, nice! Yeah, they will be good. They will be good. Right. Is the Dash 8 coming to MSFS? Not as far as I know, Orimas. Not as far as I know. Hello, David. Welcome. Almost crashed. Yeah. God, I tell you what. I just always expect the worst in all sims, really. Second there's anything goes around that, alright, that's it. It's over. And to be honest, recent experience has proven me right. Hello, Mr. Avgeek. How you doing? Love the sound of the propellers falling out. Yeah, it's a lovely sound, isn't it? Lot of talk. Lot of talk. Incompetent pilot. Similar result, Shark Kitty. Thank you, Cathal. Thank you. Hello, David. Hello. You're from the UK. Nice. Which bit? Lots of stuff about the Dash 8. Olympic Air. Ooh, Q100. Interesting. It must be ancient, no? Think you heard about a third-party dev working on it? Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you laugh, Cathal, but of all the sims I've flown in the last 20 years, I cannot think of a more stable one than MSFS. I know recently it's not been looking after me quite as well as it could have been. But yeah, it's quite good. Now I can't really give you a wing view, but I can give you a propeller view and a window view. I hope that'll be a fitting substitute. PC24, nice. That is even cooler. You're right. So, transition altitude here is 10,000 feet, which we are rapidly approaching, but of course we're already on QNH of 1013, so that's fine.
1013.
1013. Set and cross-checked.
Yeah, there should be. If the weather's with us, and I think it will be something, we should get some nice views of the Alps. I tell you what we need is some kind of Flying Doctor's bush trip mission pack. Something or other. That would be quite cool. To go with the Pilotus. Does it? I don't think I've ever seen inside one. And you're not, Mr. Avgi. We've given up. We've given up. I did finish the flight on my own. There's a screenshot to prove it in my Discord server. But yeah, I can't bring myself to stream the same flight a third time. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. But there will be more 787-10 flights, and the next one will certainly feature Singapore. There we are. There we are. It's my commitment to you right here, right now. Oh, has he? I'll have to check that out, Demetrius. How do you say Worcestershire? Worcestershire sauce, Ampelin. Oh, wrong way. Okay, right. Let me just think what else needs to happen. So we're past 10,000 feet, so we can do the below the line.
Props 900.
Let's get him to set the props to 900. I think the first officer
Climb
turns
check
off the landing
complete.
lights. He does. I can turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. And we'll continue climbing to flight level 240.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your own safety, we instruct you to keep yourseat belt fastened during the entire flight. Please observe that this flight will not smoking.
When Barcelona to Orly? Don't know. Don't know. Didn't know that. Was that something I've promised? I was watching back another stream where I also mentioned, or you mentioned, Kaffel, that we should fly to Iceland. I'd really like to do that as well. I'd like to do that more than Barcelona to Orly, which I don't remember promising, but my list is so long I could possibly have just forgotten about it. Leicester Square. Orimas, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Now that reminds me. Subscriptions are always greatly appreciated. If you haven't yet subscribed, do please do so, and click the thumbs up button while you're down there. Additionally, if you'd like to support the channel financially, you can also make a donation via streamlabs.com/filbertflies, or you can join Club Filbert, which is my very, very cheap and very, very nice YouTube membership program. Gives you access to certain perks in return for a monthly donation. Thank you, Harrison. We'll get you all talking about your holidays in beautiful places. Go to Mach 1. I think this plane would definitely break apart at about Mach 0.7. Felipe, it's not a fast plane. Or you've put a picture of the cockpit in the Discord. It'd be nice. Let me have a little look. And then I should probably start thinking about my nail-biting arrival, which I don't want to do. Oh, don't talk to me about the pace of development at Gaia. Crazy. It's true, I haven't been there for a long time. It's true, it's true. Do you know, if I'm honest, I slightly went off Barcelona Airport just because there are so many fantastic alternative add-ons now. And it was fantastic. It was ahead of its time, but yeah, it's just more stuff, isn't there? Oh, Melon, that is a very fancy cockpit. I had no idea. I assumed it was all steam gauges looking at the outside of the planes. Yeah, go and if anyone is curious about these PC24s, do have a look on my Discord server. There's a screenshot from Melon in the... not screenshot, an image from Melon in the general chat channel. Thank you for subscribing, Felipe. Much appreciated. Salzburg to Vienna. Maybe, Rene, maybe. What, in the Dash 8? In P3D? Yeah, I know there is, or it used to be a Dash 8 route. Maybe Vienna Salzburg though. And I know I say Salzburg wrong. It's one of those words that I just can't quite get a grip of. Before anyone corrects me. In MSFS, is there a real world route? Sorry, obviously there is a real world route, but is there a real world route in any planes we have for MSFS? No, we'll have the study level airliner announced in an hour, Joel. As far as I'm aware, it's not going to be released, but no, there's no SR-71, or I certainly don't have one. Well, we'll have to come down to Greece if we do more Dash 8 flying, I think, Demetrius. Hello, Elite Airsoft 14. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Ah, Jamie wants to know my ETA. And I don't know. 12:15. What are we on now? About 40 minutes, Jamie, if you're listening. No, this is prepared, Felipe. We don't know yet, Elite. That's the exciting announcement that's being made in about an hour. Ah, they cancelled it due to the trains. Well, that's sad in a way, but good for the planet in another way, I suppose. Look at that. Not looking too shabby, is it? Satira, hello! I'm very well, thanks. How are you? Nice to have you back. For MSFS, Elite Airsoft. This is the mystery developer that we've been hearing about lately, but we know nothing about what they're doing. Oh yeah, you'd be mad to fly that, wouldn't you? Just checking in would take longer than that. Yeah, that's right, Kaffel, yeah. That's what someone in here said anyway, and I have no reason to doubt him. Apparently Chewie's announcing it. Greetings and salutations to you too, KS. Welcome to the stream. Okay, time to do some arrival planning. I should try and sound more enthusiastic. I just wish I could do the RNAV.
Outside.
Meta LOWI, what's the latest? 111 knots. Ooh, a bit blustery. Wind shear on all runways. Marvellous. Marvellous. Just what we need. Bit of wind shear. Hello, Dazza. I'm alright, thank you. How are you? So, we'll get the first officer to set cruise power once we hit flight level 240, and then we'll start setting up. See you later, Felipe. Enjoy your time with the dog. Hope he appreciates it. Yeah, I know you are, Rene. I know. Milan Ronech, welcome. Thank you for the sub. This is the thing. The arrivals that you lot look forward to the most are the arrivals I dread the most. I have done it. I have done it in this plane once before. It was firm, but we got there.
Set cruise power.
Cruise power set.
Okay, so we've already set up for the LOC. So before I forget, what I'm going to do is tune the LOC frequency in the VOR1 field. To be fair, I've also done an RNAV into this airport, which also didn't go very well. So we're damned if we do, damned if we don't, to be honest with you. Where is the LOC frequency? That would be helpful. Oh, there we are, 111.1. And because we don't need to use any VORs or anything in the meantime, we'll just bung it straight in, and you'll notice it's switched to ILS1. And now we need to set the course for the LOC, and to do that we press and hold the format button, which switches us to ILS1 without actually adjusting the nav source or anything like that. And the course is going to be 255. It's pointing the wrong way now. 255. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Press and hold format again. And that's now ready to go. What now? Conscious I am missing chat. I'm sorry about that. It's very, very important that I don't miss anything in here. We're going to set up the VNav page for our arrival, and we're going to start by setting it up to... Is it Rattenberg we're going by? I think it is. Just getting muddled up with some charts at the moment. So we want to go Rattenberg to Advig, and at Rattenberg we want to be 9,500 or above. So go to the to field, choose the number 4, 9,500 or above. It already knows about it, which is good, and we're just going to change the target VS to 1,500 because there's no point hurrying down at 1,800 feet per minute. So our top of descent is 15 minutes away. 16 minutes away. Okay, I think that's that bit done. Next thing we need to do is put in our approach speeds. So again, I'm going to look at the little table. Speed card metric, okay. So we're going to do a flaps 35 landing. Again, we're going to be... What's our weight going to be? Let's go down to the fuel page. So our fuel on board at Innsbruck should be 1755 kilograms. Our zero fuel mass is 23374. So 24374. So it's about 25,000. So again, we'll take the 26,000 kilogram figure to be on the safe side. So VREF's going to be 116. V approach is going to be 121. Let's just get rid of that. So again, we use the black, well not again, we use the black diamond for our VREF and the white diamond for our V approach. Yeah, 121. We'll set our minimums, which are going to be, goodness only knows. Haven't got the right chart up. Visual approach and visual approach continued, we'll have those up. 3,700 feet for the circle to land. Yeah, that's the MDA set. And I think we may even have 10 minutes where we can relax a little bit, so let me catch up on the chat. There is no not firm with the Dash 8, no. Oh, really? Careful. Oh, I don't know where he got it from then. We shall see. We shall see. Had a manic busy couple of weeks hoping for some quiet time. Yeah, you deserve it, Dazza. You deserve it. You want to buy the CRJ, is it worth it for $50? It is, in my opinion, yes. P3D has the most study level airliners and the best quality airliners, Samin, I think. You can expect what you like, Mr. Afghi. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. Just bring the throttles back a little bit. Well, I don't know anymore, Kay. Someone in here said it was going to be announced by Chewy, but I'm not sure anymore. Are you sure, Jalil? Is this absolutely... Is this certain? Confirmed? Simon, you're off. You have to leave now. Your friends are heading to the municipal outdoor swimming pool and you just have to join. I don't blame you. It's lovely weather you're having out at the moment, isn't it? Thank you. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon. I'll see you on the next one, I hope. Have fun. It is indeed, Kay, but it's going to be an add-on, so you're going to need the CRJ 700 and 550. So there's no sense holding out for that. Yes, I am Alp. Alp Tech in Alp. Unfortunately, I am doing the circle to land. I had planned on doing a nice simple INAV arrival, but the weather has other ideas, so there we are. Right, I'm going to go and do... Well, I'm going to nip and powder my nose very briefly. I'll be back in a mo. See you shortly. Okay, I'm back, everybody. And I thought what it might be nice to do now is go through the approach charts together, so that between us we have some idea of what we're expecting. So we'll start with the localizer. So we're going to be just coming in as if we were landing on 2.6. We're going to be flying from Rattenberg to Advig, and we're going to be maintaining 9,500 feet for that leg there. Then we're going to be intercepting the localizer, and we're going to try and use VNav to guide us down. This is not a full ILS, it's just a loc, so we won't have vertical guidance from the loc. We'll just have horizontal guidance. We're going to descend with the localizer, or descend with the VNav descent path, I should say, and then we're going to move on to the visual circle to land approach. And when we're at 4.2 nautical miles from the localizer, we're going to make a left turn to heading 230. So we're going to break off our approach. And then we're going to fly still at we're going to stop our descent at 3,700 and maintain that altitude all the way around. We'll tune the Innsbruck VOR maybe just to give us a bit more contingency in case something goes wrong. So, having established effective visual reference between 6.3 and 6.3 OEV and MAP, the flight shall be continued with visual reference either straight into 2.6, distance depending on MAP versus mission approach climb performance, or onto a right-hand circuit to runway 08, which is what we're going to be doing. Having established right, so yeah, that's not particularly helpful. When we get here, we have a visual reference point, which is a church. and we're going to try and fly around this church steeple, and then we're going to do a sort of a standard bank turn, line up with the runway, and land beautifully. That is the theory. If we look at the continuation page, this has our missed approach on here. I really don't want to have 2 goes at this. Oh no, it doesn't have our missed approach on it. Sorry, I'm looking at the alternative visuals inbound, I think. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If we go missed, I believe we follow the localizer back course back up. Not sure. Thank you, Sharkitty. It is. I've never done it to a standard that I would say is high. But I have done it, and I have got the plane on the ground. So we'll see. Spooky2K1970, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel. So what we can do now is we can set a descent altitude, and we can set that to 3,700 because that's as low as we want to go until we fly visual. So let's do that now, and then we'll descend using the VNAV profile, as I said earlier. There we are, 3,700 set in the altitude. We've got our minimums, which is also 3,700. So we should get an alert if we get too low. Which is my favourite flight sim, Tony? Well, they all have pros and cons, but my favourite is MSFS. For the simple reason that nothing has ever made me feel like I'm flying in the real world in the way that MSFS has, for all of its faults and bugs and lack of study level airliners. A Big Boy Air Canada is on final for Athens, but it took off from Montreal at 1:23. All right. So it made up some time over the Atlantic then. The Mr. Dear, it's all going to be fine. We'll do a little bit of meditation, I think, during the descent together, and if you could all hold hands and think happy thoughts, then it'll be fine. No worries, Tony. Some Alpy goodness. What languages can I speak? The only language I can speak properly is English. I speak a bit of French and a bit of German and a tiny bit of Spanish. It should be, Sito. It should be fun for you lot. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. There's a study level 1 being well, you're the second person who's asked that, Sito. I thought it was being announced today. I didn't think it was being released today. It can't be being released, can it? Because Katie, Pilot and Chewie were alpha testing it 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. So they'd have to go through a beta process and all sorts, I would have thought. Where's the Mad Tunes at? We'll have Mad Tunes. We'll have Mad Tunes on the return leg. I've got too much to concentrate on. We're going to be starting down soon, and my real duty to you is to get you down safely, not to entertain you with my Mad Tunes. I'm going to have a quick look on VATSPy, see who else is arriving into Innsbruck. Hopefully nobody. That would be the ideal. Oh, good. So there's no one ahead of us. There's an EasyJet a bit behind us. He is, of course, faster than us, though. Let's just see when he's due in. Yeah, he's due in about 6 minutes after us, so touch wood, we won't have any issues with other traffic. And I can say Kalimera in a lovely way. Thank you, Demetrius. I'd forgotten that. And Kalispera as well. I can say those 2 things in Greek. Ethan, hello, welcome. Don't worry, no need to apologise. Glad you made it. We don't, Andres. We don't know what plane it is. That's what is being announced. It is a return flight, and yeah, so I did start a bit late. I want to be done by 4:30 at the latest, because I have to leave for work at 5. But I think that's achievable, even with the late start. Thank you, Stu. I appreciate the moral support. I'll do my best not to let you down. Right, so I've done that. Let me have a quick look at my descent stuff. So I think in this plane we start our descent and then do the checklist. Yes, that's correct. Pavel, hello, welcome. Yes, we are. We're doing the circle to land for runway 08. Any idea when Honeycomb hardware might be launching on Xbox? No, I've heard nothing about that, I'm afraid, Scooter. It would save some time and it would save a very stressful approach as well, Harrison. I like your thinking.
Cross-fill the FMS, please.
Check.
So we're just going to get him to copy all the data I've put into my FMS into his. That's what the cross-filling bit's about. No, I can't speak Gaelic. I don't think... Can anyone speak Gaelic? Maybe some people, not many. Density Aviation, welcome to the stream. And Paul, welcome to both of you. How are you both doing? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they go out the back door, it'd be alright, won't it? Crack the back door open. Everyone's a winner. Pretty much every flight was delayed yesterday in Montreal. Oh, okay. Wonder why. No, not a great result last night. No. No, that was heart-wrenching. It really was heart-wrenching. But that's the way these things go. Italy deserved the win, in my opinion. They did play better than England did, unfortunately. And it's still a great achievement to get to the final. Huge achievement. You can speak Gaelic. Very good, Dwell. Very good. Alp, Gaelic is an ancient language that used to be spoken in Scotland and Ireland, I think. Possibly parts of Wales. No, I'm no expert on this either. Get a PC6 for skydiving, yeah. Yeah. So we've got our vertical path, VNAV path, in pink there now, so that means we can arm VNAV. And the plane should start down, and it should stop us at 9,500 feet at Rattenberg, or slightly afterwards. Oh, goodness me. Let me just check the other waypoints. Right, so it's got altitudes for our approach, which is good. V-path capture, hooray! I'm going to bring the throttles back a little bit so we don't get too fast. You're not wrong there, Demetrius. You're not wrong there. Right, let's start our descent checklist.
Descent checklist to the line.
Fuel balance.
Complete.
Are you sure?
Yeah?
Checklist
What's wrong with
completed
my
to the
fuel
line.
balance? It's fine.
Check. Pressurization set. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
I mean, we've got slightly less in
Cabin
the left
PA
tank than the
complete.
right, but it's pretty
Fasten
well
seatbelt
balanced.
switch.
Only about 30 kilograms in it.
On. Approach and landing brief.
We'll do that now. Now you mention it. Right, briefing page. So we're going to follow the star. We're doing a visual approach. Runways dry, anti-ice, level 1. Flaps 35, bleeds on. We do want the APU after landing. We do want the transponder left on. Play the brief.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
OK, we'll be arriving by the ATC assigned star. As for the approach, we can expect a visual. Landing runway condition is dry. Anti-ice will be required. We will use flaps 35 for landing. The bleeds will be on. And for the MDA it's 3700 feet. After landing, please turn on the APU and leave the transponder on since this airport uses ASDEX. Lastly, it looks like we'll be assigned a stand. The taxi route will be assigned by ATC. Any questions?
That's checked, and no questions.
Approach brief complete.
Yeah, he was calling me out. He did it in quite a nice way compared with some of the FS2 crew's first officers, but anyway, I knew my fuel was balanced. I don't know what I'm supposed to actually do, but I knew it was balanced. Some really nice call-outs, yeah. I love FS2 crew products. They just make it so much more realistic, having a proper first officer. Right, passing 20,000 feet. I've got a feeling the first officer turned the seatbelt sign on, so I don't have to do it. Correct. And we're going to use 15, or flight level 150 as the transition level. Because I'm pretty sure, I'll double check. Oh no, sorry, it's 10,000 on the way up, transition altitude, so we use 11,000 as the flight level 110 as the transition level. You've never flown into Innsbruck, you're always scared you're going to crash into a mountain. Yeah, I know, Andres, that's a legitimate concern. That's a legitimate concern. And I share your concern. Very good, Demetrius. I've done it a lot in the A320 in the FS labs. I haven't done the circle to land for a very long time though. I normally plan my routes to avoid it, if I'm honest. It's the way I roll. If you've got a perfectly good RNAV, why are you flying like it's 1940? Hello Daniel, welcome. No, my American accent is dreadful. Is there anything like that in X-Plane 11? I really don't know, one big flappy boy. I really don't know. Unfortunately, I've never really flown X-Plane. I had a demo version once and it just, yeah. I'm sure it's wonderful if you get it all configured right and looking lovely. In fact, I know it is because I've seen it, but I don't have time in my life for a third sim, so I've stuck with P3D and the previous Microsoft sims and MSFS. So it is flying our descent very nicely indeed, no complaints. Nice. FS2 Crew is already an MSFS, so they've done a Flight Crew A320 project with their product, which is sort of a dumbed down version of their sort of heavier products like this one. But it's really good. I use it on all of my A32NX flights, and they're bringing out a version specifically for the A32NX as well, I believe. I can't density. I know nothing about X-Plane 11, but hopefully some other people in here can. I say vitamin like that. Dash 8 into Innsbruck. Awesome. Oh, glad you're looking forward to it, Farmer. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you very much indeed. So in P3D I'm using ENV-TEX and ENV-Shade. The scenery is Orbex OpenLC Europe. So that gives us better mountains and better scenery coverage. So yeah, that's the shade. It's not a reshade preset, but it's an equivalent thing. Bit of distortion with the audio. Yes, there was. My view, Pete, this is my personal view, many would disagree, but my view is that MSFS is the future. And that really, if you're going to be spending money on anything, that's the one to spend money on at the moment. Yeah, and there is so much. Yeah, we don't have good study level airliners other than the CRJ, but more are coming, and there's so much to keep you occupied just out the box, as you say. It looks amazing, so I would go for that. We are in the Alps, yes. Yes, the weather's alright. The weather's alright. The winds are not what I'd like them to be, and there is wind shear on final for both runways according to the METAR. And when I say the winds are not what I'd like them to be, I was planning on doing the RNAV approach to runway 26, but now we're doing the circle to land. Although the winds have changed again. Variable 5 knots, gusting 16. Honestly, this is not ideal for my first stream in the Dash 8, is it? Let's be honest. Yeah, it is silly. Got the game. Is there any replay features in P3D? I think there is, yeah. There's a default one. I use Chase Plane, which is an add-on, which does all of my camera views as well as having replay. The mountains are getting close, as are the clouds, but it's all fine. Don't you worry. This stage is absolutely fine. The bit where I actually have to fly the plane by myself is less fine. For MSFS, there are a number of freeware mods that allow you to do replays, if that's what you're referring to. I hope so, Paul. I hope so. You have more confidence than I do. Yeah, so I stream flight sims. I make a bit of money out of streaming flight sims. Even I would not have invested in P3D or X-Plane. I already had P3D, that's why I stream it, and I enjoy it a lot. It's really nice to come back to. But yeah, I think anyone who has limited funds and wants one simulator should get MSFS. So we're approaching Rattenberg now, which is the final waypoint on our star, and then we're going into the approach phase. And I'm really nervous. Really nervous. I'm fairly confident it won't be Butterhampelan. Not with wind shear and variable winds gusting to 16 knots. Shouldn't be butter either. It should be a firm tyres on tarmac landing. The working title CJ4 is the bee's knees. And I still haven't flown the TBM, and everyone keeps telling me how wonderful it is. I really ought to do it. Going to start the speed coming back. And we're just approaching 11,000 feet, so we'll set the local pressure, which at the moment is 1009.
1009.
1009. Set and cross-checked. Fuel balance.
Why is he still talking about fuel balance?
Pressurization set. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Cabin PA complete. Fasten seatbelt switch.
Below the line.
He's getting muddled up, I'm sure.
On. Approach and landing.
Or maybe I'm just getting ahead of him.
GPWS landing flap. Selected 35 degrees. Fuel transfer. Off. Hydraulic pressure quantity. Check. Caution warning lights. Check. Approach flare lights. On. Ref speed switch bugs.
Off set.
Off set. Flight attendants notification complete. Descent checklist complete.
Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 3 Bravo Alpha, approaching Rattenberg at 10,200 feet, inbound for the visual circle to land runway 08. No, he won't. He's obsessed with the fuel balance. You and me both, Dave. Right, forgive me if I missed some chat. I really do need to concentrate on this one. We can chat more on the when we're on the ground and on the return flight. Let's get the speed coming back, and we'll get flaps 1
Flaps
out.
5.
Sorry, flaps 5. Ah yes, so this is correct. I remember this from many weeks ago when I last did this flight. We fly over to this mountain here, continue our descent to 9,500, and what I'm going to do now is lower the altitude. Oh, I've already done that, haven't I? 3,700. Already done it, way ahead of myself. And now I'm going to set the heading to what we're on now, which is 205. Am I? No, I was going to say I'm going to switch to loc mode, but I don't think I need to. Don't think I need to switch to blue needles. I think if I want to maintain the VNAV descent, which I do, I stay on VNAV path and LNAV, but I can probably arm the loc as well, can I? Do I need to? I don't think I do need to, because I've got all the waypoints with all of the altitudes. Decisions. No, let's leave it at this. Hello Sam, hello Rodrigo, welcome. That is a useful tip, Farmer Beavis, thank you. Okay, so we should really be starting down now, I think. Okay, maybe not just yet. Okay, everyone take some deep breaths. No, we shouldn't be starting down just yet. We shouldn't. We should still be at 9,500, which we are. Probably best not to start down before this mountain, actually, thinking about it. I'm not Pablo, I just pretend to be chill. I try and exude an air of calmness. Craig! I don't think you're here, but if you are, thank you very much for continuing your Club Filbert membership. Much appreciated. Okay, let's get the gear down for additional drag. That mountain was a bit close, but I trust the plane. I trust the guys who designed the VNAV, the localizer and the altitudes, the VNAV path, etc. Pablo, welcome to Club Filbert. Thank you very, very much indeed for joining up. Great to have you on in the club. And if you're in Discord, make sure that you link your Discord and YouTube accounts so that you can access the private members-only channels on my server. So, now we are descending nicely. We are looking... In fact, I'm going to get my charts up. We're looking to break away from this approach at 4.2 nautical miles from OEV. So to enable us to see that, I think what I'm going to do is change the format. I don't want to obviously go into ILS mode, but change the format will get our DME information up there. Getting a little slow. Let's get all our flaps down.
15 before landing checklist.
Well, not all of them. Flaps 15 anyway.
Landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Down 3 green. Condition levers.
Max.
Max. Auxiliary standby PTU pumps. On. Bleeds on and min. Flight attendants notification complete. Flaps.
Indicating 15, planned 35.
Thank you for the sub. I'm so sorry I can't pronounce your name, but welcome to the channel. The wind off those mountains would be crazy. It would. Pablo looking for pilots. Thank you, Pablo. It's really nice for you to say. And we'll get flaps 35 out now.
Flaps 35.
Flaps 35. Before landing checklist complete.
Keep the speed up. I'm conscious that the pappies here are saying we're high, but the VNAV descent profile did look accurate, so you know, and we've got a bit of room to play with now we're doing the visual anyway. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 3 Bravo Alpha descending through 6,000 feet, 10 miles out for the circle to land runway 08. Is this your hometown airport, Martin? Awesome. Quite jealous. Lovely part of the world. I've never been in real life. Okay, so this is where things could very, very easily start going wrong. What we want to do is break off the approach, as I said, at 4.2 nautical miles from the localizer, and we want to fly heading 230. So let's get heading 230 prepped. And then we basically want to fly over here and not hit a mountain, and then basically do a downwind at 3,700 feet. 8 nautical miles out. I think with hindsight we should have armed the localizer mode. I think we wouldn't have got descent, but we could have worked that out ourselves. Because as you can see... Oh, got a bit slow there. Got a bit slow. As you can see, we are not on the localizer as such, because localizers are straight and we are not pointing straight at the runway. So this is very much like flying the CRJ. You've got to watch your speed like a hawk.
1,000 above.
Actually, the chart says we are on the localizer. It is offset, of course, isn't it? It's an offset localizer, yeah. So we're doing fine. We haven't done anything wrong. I'm trying, Keffel. I'm really trying. 5.7 nautical miles to go. .4. Bit more throttle. Bit more throttle.
.100 above.
4.9.
Minimums.
Not minimums, really, are we? Oh, it's still descending. Okay, it's still descending. I didn't want it to descend. That's why I set 3,700. So what we're going to do is disengage the autopilot. And we're going to hand fly it, because that's what you're supposed to do anyway, according to the Austrian VATSIM site. Here's our heading 230. And we're just going to climb a tiny bit back to 3,700. Right, I'm going to have to not talk to you if I've got any hope of doing this. I will. I promise I'll catch up with your chat on the ground, and we have got a return flight which we can chat all the way through. But right now, I'm just flying. Right, so we're slightly above 3,700. I will talk at you, I just won't interact with you. Trim the nose down a little bit, so we can be anywhere between 3,700 and 4,000 for this bit of the procedure. It is still climbing. Okay, so our next heading is going to be 264, basically before we fly into this mountain, but not too soon, so we've got plenty of room for our turn to final. Okay, it's alright, we're stable, we're at the right height, we're at the right person. Right person? What am I talking about? This is how you know I'm anxious, because I just start talking absolute gibberish. Okay, we're going to start that right turn now. To heading 264. And we're going to keep our eyes peeled for a church spire, which I regularly miss.
1,000.
Thank you, Castle. Gear is down, confirmed. Heading 264, he says, while rapidly flying, heading 270. Okay, this is all looking fine though. We are where we want to be. Slightly low. But we've got plenty of room. Not in a million years, Pablo, sorry. Where's the church? Where's the church? There it is, there's the church. Now I often underdo this turn, so I'm going to try and tighten it up a little bit. There's the airport over here, just hidden behind in this valley. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 3 Bravo Alpha, turning final runway 08 on the circle to land. And the idea is basically to dive into the valley. Very hard to see what you're doing until it's too late. I'm going to do my absolute best here, because I really don't have time to go around if we're going to do the return leg. So if it's a little bit unstable, we're just going to bosh it down anyway, if that's alright with everyone. Get a bit more right rudder in there to tighten it up. Oh, and having said that, I always overshoot, I've rather undershot there. And we're still a little bit high, as you can see. But I think it's going to be okay.
Landing.
Check.
Plus 100. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to Innsbruck, everybody. A bit of reverse thrust going on in there. There's 70 knots. Manual braking. And what we're going to do is just stop here a minute, collect our thoughts, do some after landing stuff. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 3 Bravo Alpha, clear of runway. Good. Thank you, Scott. Outside view, no worries. Here we are. We'll have a proper look around once we're parked up. Right, let me just work out what happens next. I'll get my flows back up. Right, flight taxi switch goes to taxi. After landing checklist, he should deal with the flaps, I think. Approach and flare lights off. Taxi light on. And switch the anti-collision light back to red. He should start the APU, I think. And what we'll do is just get some kind of a stand-up with GSX. And we'll get a follow me, because why not?
After landing checklist complete.
Got to love that propeller reverse, indeed. This is neither, Luke. This is P3D, prepared. Don't know what's going on with these announcements. Here's our follow me. Now actually these follow me vehicles haven't been working terribly well recently, so we'll see. Ah, good. He is working. I love this airport in any sim. It's worth the stressful approach. Don't know what that caution light was about. I don't know if you can hear this announcement, but there's a member of the cabin crew just telling the passengers we've just started our approach. So I don't know what that's about. I know, Caffel, it is coming. It is coming. But yeah, like with everything, nobody knows when really, including the developer, I don't think. Let's get the taxi light off so we don't blind the marshaller. I hope not, Dwyle. I really hope not. No, it's an ILS. It's an ILS approach to Vienna, so it won't be as stressful as this. That's not to say nothing will go wrong, but it'll be a more relaxing watch, I hope. You want me to go more lefty still? I don't think you're looking at where the line is, son. Or the arrow, rather. There we go. Okay.
Engine number 1, start feather.
Feathering number 1.
So he's feathering engine 1. And we have to give it a 30-second cooldown. And then turn it off. Which I'm definitely timing. Not in the plane, but on a watch, don't you worry. Riley, how was the flight? It was good in the end. It was good. It was stressful, but it went all right. It went all right. It's one of those flights where you think everything's going to go wrong and then it doesn't, and it's really, really exciting. So now we'll do the same with engine 2. Set that to start feather. Wait 30 seconds. We'll shut that down. An EasyJet flight landing in a minute too. Yeah, we should be able to. I heard him I heard him announce. Haven't actually had a chance to look at where he is, but yes, I am doing a return leg. Yes. All the mods I'm using are in the video description down below. This is FS2 crew.
Innsbruck traffic, ED993. We're going to be holding at Whiskey India 754 due to high altitude.
Oh, he's too high. He's too high. Okay, so that's both engines shut down. Once... Have we got the APU on? Yes, we have APU gens on. We'll turn the bleed air on as well. And we'll do the parking checklist to the line.
Parking checklist to the line.
Taxi light.
Turn off the pitot static heat.
Off.
Emergency brake.
Park.
Nose steering.
Oh, haven't done that. Nose steering coming off now, boss.
Off.
Standby PTU pumps.
Off.
Power levers.
Disc.
Condition levers.
Fuel off.
Transponder.
Has he done the transponder? Yes, it's on standby.
Standby.
Fasten seatbelt switch.
Is off.
Off.
Bleeds.
Min and off.
Parking checklist completed to the line.
We can carry on below the line, I think. Just have to turn off the beacon light. Turn off the wing light. Well, we'll see if
Below
we've
the
missed
line.
anything.
Center power APU.
Set.
Condition levers.
Let's get the deboarding underway.
Fuel off.
Lights.
Yeah, they do walk off, Harrison, they do.
Set.
Emergency light switch.
Oh, that has to come off, which I always find odd, because you'd have thought you could just leave it armed, but anyway.
Off.
Standby auxiliary main battery master.
Set.
Parking checklist complete.
Woohoo! Chewy said on his chat that big data... Oh, nice! Big data downstream. Well, someone fill me in, won't you? When we know more. Okay, we're going to just take a moment. Just take a moment to regroup. Do some wandering around the airport, and then we'll start setting up for the return leg. Why didn't I land from the other side of the runway? That's not how Innsbruck approaches work. So I wasn't sure about this until recently, but I asked one of the VATSIM controllers, if you're arriving via Rattenberg, which is basically where all flights from the east arrive, then you have a choice between the RNAV or LOC arrival approaches to runway 26 or the circle to land to runway 08. So if you want to land on runway 08 from the east, from Rattenberg, you got no choice but the circle to land. You can walk NASA, yeah, you can. It's something that was first brought in P3D. This avatar mode. It's not quite as useful as drone mode in MSFS is, but it's quite cool. Yeah, yeah. Buses spawn everywhere unless you turn them off. Mind you, you say that, René. It's bus here. The static buses have Flughafen Innsbruck on the side, so they must exist. But I guess not from here. Here the passengers would clearly just walk into the arrivals bit, wouldn't they? Anyway, can have a little look at the deboarding. There they come. Bit floaty. Bit floaty, and every one of them banging their head on the way out. But still. Oh, there he is! There's the Easy. We missed his arrival. Or is he departing? Is it No, he's arriving. Ah, sorry. Last I heard from him, he said he was holding over some waypoint because he was too high. If only, Harrison. They're going to board the bus and then it's going to dump them somewhere between the taxiway and the runway, I think. But I won't show you that because it's too depressing. It is a lovely airport, isn't it? Right, while you're watching the deboarding, I am going to plan the return leg. Let's just get the latest weather for Low so that I can choose a decent runway. Yeah, we'll go on to 16 again, I think. So we're going to be Austrian 6 Mike Alpha. Going to be flying, obviously, the Dash 8. Hello, Unknown. How you doing? Don't spam, though, please. Okay. Oh, thanks, Satira. This gives you flashbacks to working charter weekends at Innsbruck. What did you do here, Farmer Beavis? Hop in the bus. You can't get in the bus, unfortunately. You just go through the bus. Although, having said that, well, I'll just show you that you can't get on it. Just go through it. You can, I think, have a view inside the bus, so we'll have a go at that. Let's just get back in the plane. Baggage loader, passenger bus. Oh no, that's outside the bus. There you are. Here's a view from a seat in the bus. It's pretty basic, but there you are. If I point you out the front, you should see where it goes. You got baggage security. Oh, that must be tiring work, Farmer Beavers. Anyway, what was I doing? I was planning my route, right. Everyone enjoying the bus ride? So it's just reversing. It's just God knows where he's going. Yeah. High quality models. Honestly though, these passengers, they look better than this when they're getting in and out of planes. Oh, where's he going? Getting some speed on. She would. Oh, he's going to drive. Oh, God, careful of these planes. They're very expensive. This is another one who's got to be sacked, surely. He is adventurous, yeah. Well, it's good to see someone who takes such joy in their work, isn't it? Oh. There we are, and then the bus disappears. The GA stands. There you are, bit of bus fun for you. Right, let me just get my flight plan pre-filed. Where's that EasyJet gone? Oh, he's disconnected, isn't he? Shame. All alone. Right, let's disconnect from VATSIM and reconnect as Austrian 6 Mike Alpha. Now, I don't know where Jamie is. Are you in the chat, Jamie? You still planning on flying along? Yeah, just what we need. Ooh, where's ADD-ONS? Oh, Bremen, that's no good to us. So, deboarding's finished. Pilot's apparently going for a little break. Don't know why that is. I'm right here, but anyway. Baggage is off. So I think we can start again. And I've never done a turnaround in this plane before. So we'll see how it goes. 9G Buster can handle anything that comes now. Don't speak too soon, Dingo. Don't speak too soon. Okay, so let's go back to the flight plan page and menu and delete flight plan. Now, I can't remember how you have a look at the message. Obviously, I would quite like to know what it says. Is it under data? No. Next. No. Services? No, it wouldn't be in there. Tune, menu. Oh, well, I'm sure it's nothing too important. Oh, there's a message button. There's a big message button. VNav disconnected there. Fine. Okay. Right, to the flight plan page then. And LOWI. Enter. Menu, depart. We're going to take off from runway 8 again, because why wouldn't we? And we're going to be following the Rattenberg 3 Juliet departure, so that's number 7. Then from Rattenberg. No, we don't want the hold. We don't need the hold, let's get rid of that. Get rid of the no link. As I was saying, from Rattenberg we're going direct to Niemal. Or Nemal. Whatevs. And then to Vienna. And then we'll go back to the menu. Choose our arrival. And we're planning a 1-6 arrival via the Nima 1 Whiskey. And we're going to be doing, let me just double check on Navigraph that this is valid, but I guess we're going to be doing the ILS. Yep, ILS 16 via Ballard. Ballard 5 Lima transition. Boom! Done! Let me do a bit of catching up with the chat. Remember guys, if you join CF Bronze you get access to special Discord chats with us exclusive people. If you join Silver you get... Yeah, this is true, Harrison! Yeah, you should all join Club Filbert. You absolutely should. It's a great fun to hang out with the elite on my Discord server. And to have a part in planning what I do in future if you want to join Gold. Next Silver members only private live stream and group flight I believe is on the 22nd, so it's a good time to join Club Filbert Silver. Just click the join button underneath the video if you want to know anything else about Club Filbert at all, and ask away as well. I will reset the overlay, thank you, I will. I'll get my planning done and then I will do that. So what we're going to do is stick with the initial weight and balance because it's an absolute pain to redo all of that, to be honest. So send data to flight sim, it'll pause, which always makes me clench because it feels like it's going to crash. And hopefully we've been refueled, we have. And we can get some boarding underway, I guess. Oh, in fact I haven't run the pre-flight events.
On to the next sector. I'm out for the walk around.
Yeah, you go and do the walk
guys.
around.
Can we start boarding
Yes,
now?
you can start boarding.
Yes, you can start boarding.
Thank you. I'll back with the load sheet later.
Cool. Okay, yeah, go on then. Let's do the overlay. Let's do the overlay now before I forget. LOWI to LOW. Austrian 906. What are we cruising at then this time? 230. Transition altitude's 10,000. Done. Overlay done. Now really, you'd have thought they'd leave the baggage loader in place, wouldn't you? Seeing as we're doing a quick turnaround. But anyway, whatever. You're a bit late, Clement. You've missed the first leg. We'll have a look outside in a minute. We're just setting up for the second flight. I know. Okay, so over to the fuel page. Previous, page 1. And we put in our 0 fuel weight, which is going to be exactly the same. Just double check it. 23374. Yes. Fuel on board though is going to be, yeah, it's going to be the same again. Whatever we started with last time. 2985. And enter. Just going to switch back to the nav display so that I can check our departure's gone in okay. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. This one. And go to the format button. Press and hold that. And that should show us our departure route. It's looking good. It's matching the chart. We've checked for discontinuities, so that's good enough for me. And I'm going to bring up the chart now to check if there's any altitude constraints. The Rattenberg 8 departure is weird looking. Sorry, Rattenberg, yeah, 3 Juliet departure is weird looking anyway. Initial climb clearance by ATC. It's got a visual climb component. No. Let me show you this. This is really weird. I don't understand it particularly. We'll wing it. It'll be fine. But it's the strangest departure chart I've ever seen. So it's got what looks like a localizer here. And it's got a Loc DME OEJ. And then, right, climb on runway 12 with maximum rate of climb until intercepting OEJ course inbound to RUM. Okay. Continue on 066 degrees OEJ course. At OEJ, change to 064 and continue to 9,500 using the back course. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I'm confident that the plane can fly our departure without us having to resort to flying a back course. I'm sure that's what's done in real life if you've got working RNAV and LNAV. Oh, exciting, Harrison. Exciting. The Marshall does look like a gunslinger, is true. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Andrew. Hello, Aviation 19. It's an A320. Okay.
Back from the walk around.
Okay.
I think looks good.
Yeah, well, let's hope it. I mean, I'm going to get it, aren't I? I'm definitely going to get it. A320s are good planes, very useful. Strange choice. But anyway, just excuse me a moment, there's someone at the door. Right, sorry about that. It was some people from HelloFresh. I told them I was not interested. Let's get rid of some of these windows. But is it just an engine change or is it a whole new flight model? Depends, doesn't it? It depends. It's too soon to know, I think. Well, I'll have a look back at Chewie's stream and Katie Pilots to see what's what. Okay, it's totally thrown me. Where were we? Setting up for the departure. That's right. Altitude 3230. thought I'd changed the call sign on the overlay. So did I. Has it not changed? Should be saying Austrian 906.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
But it's too small. Yeah, it has changed. It has changed. We were 905 before, we're 906 now. Most comprehensive and complete A320 simulator available to desktop consumer. Right, okay. Okay, well if they live up to that, if it's better than the FS Labs, then that is very, very exciting. That's very exciting. Yeah, something different. Something different may have been nice. But then, if like me, you like flying short haul around Europe more than anything else, an A320 CO gives you so many options. So if it is genuinely the whatever Harrison just said they said it was, good basically, most comprehensive and complete A320 simulator available, then I will be a happy bunny for sure. Oh, it's alright, Dwell, don't you worry, don't you worry. So next we need to set our runway heading, which is... let me get some actual charts up and saved. 078. There we are, 078. And got our altitude. So let's start doing our pre-start flows. Sounds like boarding's done. Okay, so we're going to arm the yaw damper. Check that the HSI selector is pointing to the left, and it is. Check that our nav source is FMS1, and it is. Don't need to do any of the tests we did first time round. I don't think. Some of them we probably should, but we're not going to bother because they'll be fine. We'll get the departure brief done.
Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Go ahead.
This will be a standard left seat departure.
I'd heard that. I'd heard
remote
that.
Stand and no pushback is required, so I'll be starting the engines. The departure runway
I
and
will
taxi
take a
route
look.
will be as assigned by ATC.
I will take
for
a
the taxi,
look.
this airport
While I'm
uses
giving the
ASDEC,
briefing, I'll take a
so
look.
turn the transponder on for taxi. Nav source for the departure will be LNAV. Anti-ice is required, we'll use level 1. As for the takeoff plan, we'll use flap 5. For the routing itself, the departure will be an ATC assigned SID. We'll use NTOP for the takeoff power, and the bleeds will be on. For the safety brief, any abnormality prior to 80 knots, I'll stop the aircraft on the runway. After 80 knots, I'll stop for an engine failure or fire. Anything after V1 will take it airborne. You let the tower know we've had an emergency and we'll need straight out.
Completely independent from internal MSFS navigation. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. It's going to work.
Any questions?
That's checked and no questions.
Departure briefing complete.
Oh, that does look good, doesn't it? Okay, I'm hyped now. I'm hyped now. Look at the textures inside as well. It's all scratched up and... Yeah, okay. I am excited about this. I am excited about this. 100 VNAV complete and works. Yes, Harrison. Jetstar, this is... Yeah. Oh, I'd forgotten you won't fly a Neo on any CO routes. Yeah, this is a plane that could have been made specifically for you. Yeah. When's it going to be out? I can't read everything and stream. It's just too much. Do we know when it's going to be out? No. I'm going to carry on setting up the plane. I shall read the rest of that in the air and we'll have a chat about it because it's very exciting.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's just check the hydraulic number 3 a second, as we're supposed to do. Yep, that's going up. We've got 3,000 in the quantity. Power lever's a disc, no steering's off, blah 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 blah. Let's do the before start checklist.
Before start checklist.
Stand by.
Willie, hello. This is what I was talking about on the show yesterday. The Phoenix Sim or Phoenix Sim,
Pre-flight
Airbus
checks.
A320. There's a link just above in the chat. It looks pretty good. I've only had a quick glance of it, but you know, it's people in here are excited. I'm excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So many EasyJet Euros. Yes, indeed. It's just been announced. It's just been announced while I've been sat here trying to set up my Dash 8. So I don't know the ins and outs yet, but I plan on doing a little bit of reading once we're in the air. Right.
Complete.
Complete. External power. APU voltage.
On. Check 24 volts.
Circuit breakers.
Checked.
Checked. Escape hatch.
Closed.
Nose steering.
No steering should be off. Did I turn it off after arriving? Yes, I did, I think. Yes, I did. What a legend.
Off.
Flight guidance control panel. Set. Fuel quantity. 2,977 kilos on board.
Checked.
Hydraulic number 3 pressure.
Check 3000 psi.
Emergency brake. Pressure.
Park. Checked.
Power levers.
Disc.
Condition levers.
Fuel off.
Emergency light switch.
Oh, I haven't armed that. I haven't armed that, I don't think. Have I? Oh, he has.
On.
Good.
Fasten seatbelt switch.
On.
On. Departure briefing.
Complete.
Complete. Before start checklist complete.
Okay, so I think all I need to do now is put my V speeds in, again from that same chart. So what's our altitude here? Well, not as high as you'd think, actually, is it?
Innsbruck traffic.
2,000 odd.
191, lining up runway 08, left track.
And what's the temperature? So these both play a part. Which runway is that guy going from? 8? Yeah. The wind's changed again, but it's all over the place, so we'll just stick with 8. So we're at 2,000 feet, and the temperature's 31 degrees in Innsbruck. No way. That's a scorcher, isn't it? 132, 132, and 132 apparently. Fine. And then our flap retraction initiation speed is going to be 137. And of course we don't need that second triangle, so we'll just ignore it. That'll be for our arrival. Yeah, it's a payware add-on. I just didn't know it ever got that warm in the Alps, but then I suppose we are only at 2,000 feet, so yeah, why wouldn't it? Just, I'm a bit of a geography noob. Yeah, agreed, but I think it's true to say that there will be a number of people who won't be flying the fly-by-wire for a little while after this comes out. Right, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're ready for the engine start check now.
Engine start checklist to the line, please.
Battery master main auxiliary standby.
On.
Doors fueling lights.
Noted and out.
Anti-collision light.
Red.
Check that one more time, please, Captain.
Oh,
Engine
sorry.
start
Yeah,
checklist
no,
completed
got ahead
to
of
the
myself. There we are, anti-collision lights are now on red. We can turn the APU bleed off, because we don't need it for engine start. And I think we're pretty much ready to go once again. as soon as boarding is complete
Hi,
and they
Captain.
shut the doors.
The cabin is ready to go.
Thanks.
If you need anything, just let me know.
You say the cabin's ready to go, but you haven't shut the doors, have you? Oh, okay, there we are. I thought the cockpit... Oh my god, what's he doing? Did you see that? That plane just accelerated at like Mach 3 down the runway. Must be a slight VATSIM glitch, I feel. Ah, can't look up. Anyway, you saw a bit of a takeoff. That's nice. Little bonus for you. What am I doing now? Before starting below the line. Below the line.
Below the line, please.
APU bleed.
Off.
Engine. Clear on 2.
Clear on 2.
Engine start checklist complete.
Let's get ready for the pushback. Time is it? 3:35. Ooh, I've got that much time to play with. We'll be alright though, we'll get there. I think he's in a trance, Dwyle. I think he's in a trance.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Locking gear.
Nice, thank you. Good bit of gear locking there. And because we're going to be pushing back, apparently it's standard for the first officer to start the engine, so we're going to ask him to do it while we're moving. We might have to start number 1 ourselves, but that's apparently a difference. He does. He does. He's been considering it for a very long time though, will he?
Departure check completed. Pipe has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Hold on, I want to make a little announcement. Not an announcement. A broadcast on Unicom.
Release parking brakes.
Oh, that's a bit annoying. I can't even see what this taxiway is called. Bravo, I guess. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 6 Mike Alpha pushing back from the main apron to face west on Bravo.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And as he's going to start the engines, I should be able to show you it them starting up, which is quite cool.
Starting 2.
Is he doing it or what? Yes, here we go. Enrich the MCU with features that have not existed in end scope for any developer before today. Wow. Chris, hello. I don't think I've said hello to you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. This isn't one of the planes I missed in P3D actually, but it's one that someone persuaded me to buy. And it is incredible. Stressful, but incredible. A bit like the CRJ. Yeah. That sounds possible, Harrison. That certainly sounds possible.
Start 1 for me, please.
Starting 1.
Set parking brake.
Bit of an abrupt stop there, isn't it? Anyway. Overall, a good pushback tug driver compared with some I've had. No, it's alright, it's alright. Carry on, Harrison. This is the only way I can really access this information at the moment. Your RMP and AMP are now relevant and important to keep an eye on, especially when shooting those unknown approaches. Oh god, I'm going to have to do more learning, I think. Yeah, exactly, Yuto, exactly.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Pipe has been removed.
Or an E-Series, Willie. A study level E-Series would be nice as well. But yeah, a C-Series would be cool. That would be really cool. Welcome back, Riley. Okay, so we got 2 good engine starts, so we'll move the condition levers full forward. And we'll do the after start
clear,
checklist.
Right is clear.
I think.
After start checklist, please.
Stand by.
So I'll turn off the APU, turn off the main bus tie, turn on the pitot static, check the rudder travel. Oop, something's gone weird with my track IR. Rudder travel's good. No steering, turn that on. Radar, set that to standby, but I swear the first officers
External
did that
power
last time.
APU.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our final destination. Please remain securely fastened until the aircraft has reached its parking position.
Isn't this awful? I did it a minute ago. I totally can't remember where you turn the radar. Oh, there it is. Yep, radar is on standby.
On behalf of our airline, we would like to
Off.
Main bus tie.
Off.
Ice protection.
Checked. Level 1.
Checked. Level 1.
Linus,
Rudder
hello,
travel.
welcome, welcome. Oh, 100 likes, that's awesome. Thank you very much to everyone who has clicked the like button.
No steering.
If any of you hasn't
On.
yet, I'd love it
Auto
if you
feather.
would. It does help other people to find my streams.
Auto feather select.
Engine rating.
End top set checked.
Batteries.
Checked.
Flaps.
5 set indicating.
5 set indicating. Auxiliary standby PTU pumps.
On.
On. Hydraulic pressure quantity.
We shall see, we shall see. I am excited about the A220 actually. Yeah, I am. That'll be really good.
Checked.
Checked. Hydraulic number 3 and elevator. Checked. Caution warning lights.
Checked.
Flight instruments, radios.
Checked.
Checked. Altimeters.
1009.
1009.
Still
Set.
got wind shear
Cross
on
checked.
all runways though.
After start checklist.
Which is not ideal.
complete.
Clear on the left.
And we're clear on the right.
Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 6 Mike Alpha taxiing to runway 08 via Bravo and Alpha. Here we go! Linus, I don't know if I said hello to you. Welcome, welcome. This is true, U-turn. It is a plane that I'd really love, if only for the Swiss routes. Okay, and I'm feeling bold. I'm feeling emboldened by having successfully done the circle to land, so I might even start my before takeoff checklist as I go.
Before takeoff checklist to the line.
So we're going to turn on the wing light.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
We're going to turn the exterior lights to white. Sorry, the exterior lights, the anti-collision lights to white. Make sure the taxi light's on. And we're going to test the takeoff warning, which shouldn't sound an alarm because I've not got the parking brake set. But it is. Okay, I don't know why. We've got no caution lights showing. We've got the correct flap setting.
FA notification received.
Oh, it could
Takeoff
be because I haven't
briefing
switched
complete.
this to flight.
Cabin PA complete. Condition levers.
Whatever. It's all going to be fine. Don't worry.
Max.
Max. Trims.
3 set.
3 set. Takeoff warning test. Hello, flight deck. Okay, cheers.
I don't know about the shear
Captain,
from
there, secure at the
the
back.
meta. Yeah, from the meta it says wind shear all runways. It's not something you see very often in a meta, but yeah, it's there today.
Tested.
Flight controls checked and free. Flight taxi.
If you're feeling bold, dash
Flight.
7 into Courchevel
Radar
next.
terrain. Terrain on both sides.
I'll never,
Transponder
ever
TCAS
feel that
on
bold,
hand.
Farmer Beavers.
Takeoff
Never.
checklist completed to the line.
Just have a oh, I tell you what I haven't done is I haven't updated my Volanta. Let's just quickly add a flight plan to that. Done. Project's currently under development in Tech Alpha. Many issues to be ironed out. Once we're up and running, we can furnish you with more. Stick with the site to be kept updated. Oh, thank you. Well, I certainly will. Yeah, I've literally got not a single caution light on. Let's just try it again for luck. I'm not bothered. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I know, it's been great, the turnout for this flight. I always worry about doing like streams in the middle of the day on a weekday if anyone will show up, and it's really nice when you all do. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and liking. And of course an extra special thank you to those of you who have joined or renewed your Club Filbert membership. Right, let's do below the line. Actually no, let's just hold short and tell people what we're up to and check there's no one around. And then we'll do below the line. Hello Alexander, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, wind shear is dangerous. It's one of those things that I've never been too sure how well Active Sky simulates it. I mean, it's more dangerous on approach, right? But still, yeah, I'd rather do without it, if I'm honest. Okay, below the line then?
Below the line.
Bleeds min on. External lights on. Runway.
There's no one about.
Runway and runway heading checked.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Jimmy, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Just gonna make sure I've got my charts easily available. And Abby, thank you as well for subscribing. Nice to have you here. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 6 Mike Alpha, line up and departure, runway 08 via the Rattenberg 3 Juliet departure. Wouldn't want to miss a stream. I wouldn't want you to miss a stream either, Renee. Nice to have stream during work time. Helps you stay motivated while you code. Oh, good, good. Yeah, there are quite a lot of people who have me on as background, I think, and I'm okay with that. What are you coding, Shark Kitty? So we're not going to backtrack. We don't need to, he says, without any real evidence for that. But I'm pretty sure we don't need to. We're just going to stop here and get going. I'm going to hold the brakes till we spool up because I've suddenly got cold feet about this plan.
Check power.
Are you sure?
What? What's going on? Why have I got an alarm? I don't know. I don't know, but I haven't got time to stop and check because I've got to go to work soon.
Check power.
Power checked. 80 knots.
Okay, he's happy with that. That's something.
V1, rotate.
Ah, loads of room. Loads of room.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Select nav.
Nav selected.
Get the autopilot on so I can give you some nice views outside. And away we go. Transitioning a BP script into C++ on Unreal Engine 4. Yeah, I know nothing about this. I shouldn't have asked. I'm a complete... Yeah, I know nothing about programming or coding at all. Abort takeoff. Honestly, what do you take me for?
Acceleration
dear.
altitude.
Flap 0 IAS 200 climb checklist to the line.
It does look pretty good for an old gen sim, it does. Hello Todd, I'm alright thanks, how are you? Interesting fact about the Joe Lycett thing. Ooh, we got a bit of discontinuity. Hold that thought.
Climb checklist completed to the line.
Maybe we haven't got a bit of discontinuity, but it certainly looks like we have. I think we'll get rid of that 9,500. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? We'll see what happens, eh? See what happens. Yeah, the Joe Lycett thing. A friend of mine who knows a lot about audio says that I only sound like Joe Lycett on my streams because of my microphone, and if I bought a better microphone, I would sound less like Joe Lycett. Interesting fact for you. Or supposition, probably, rather than fact. Okay, I just need to double check my flows, see what I'm forgetting now. Bound to be something. Okay, nothing till 10,000 feet. That's okay. It's following our LMAF nicely. It's following our climbing at 200 knots, which is what I want. Yeah, I think it's all right. I think it's all right. It does look pretty nice for an old sim, doesn't it? FV, your name is Filbert too? No way! I've never met a real life Filbert. Do you know my name isn't actually Filbert? I'm sorry to say. It's a nickname that I've had for a little while. That's why I chose it for my channel, when I didn't want people to know who I really was. But anyway, it's lovely to meet you. Adiabatic and friction heating. I don't know what adiabatic heating is, but it sounds like something that's real, which is good. Every single mix. Oh my god! They've taken into account the heat output of the passengers. Okay, that is quite something, isn't it? Yeah, the mountains, while they might not be quite as pretty as they are in MSFS, the resolution is better, so you don't get the sort of curved tops. So the mesh, I guess, is better. And actually, there is an argument to say that flying into Innsbruck in P3D looks better than flying into it in MSFS. There's pros and cons to each, but yeah, whichever sim you're in, it's an awesome experience. Hello, Mahu Gaming, welcome. No, there isn't anything wrong with sounding like Joe Lycett. I quite agree. He's got a nice voice. I just don't hear the similarity myself. Plus, he's from the West Midlands and I'm from London. Can't be that similar. It's true, Willie. Do you know, I've started using my real name in my Discord server. I guess because a lot of other people were using their real names and I felt a bit ridiculous not using my real name. But no one can get used to it, so everyone still just calls me Filbert. Imagine taxi in Greek summer trying to get the packs. Yeah, I know. I'm glad you're excited. I'm getting there. I had my heart set on a new aeroplane, it must be said. But it does sound amazing. It does, and who doesn't want a proper study level A320? True, Farmer Beavis. And there is, I think, a freeware Austrian mesh out in the meantime, which I haven't had a chance to try out yet. But yeah, one way or the other, it's going to look good. Ooh, 10,000 feet. It's been and gone. As has our transition altitude, which is also 10,000 feet. So let's just set standard pressure.
Props 900 below
Call
the
for
line.
props 900 below the line. Can't remember he's supposed to turn... Oh, there we are. He's turning off the lights. That's good.
Climb checklist complete.
Nice. Lovely day. Lovely day for some flying. Yeah, we did establish this, that Jay Lysa is a Philbert impersonator. You thought I sound a bit like Tony Blair? I haven't heard that one before. But okay, fine. I do, Willie, I do. Never let anyone tell anyone otherwise. Yeah, I get that. I think you're right. I think you're right to be excited. They're completely redoing Vienna, are they? Nice. I thought they'd fixed that, Farmer Beavis. I don't know about all the payware scenery, but I was pretty sure, I am pretty sure that I've read that they sorted out the issues over Innsbruck. So this is this weird duplicate waypoint thing. Seems to be taking us to Nemel, which is what we want. Just keep a little eye on it. I need to remind myself I'm not flying the fly-by-wire, and it probably will do the right thing. True, Willie. Yeah, it's true. Oh, you're talking about the world update messing up, not the freeware mesh. Okay. Yeah, that probably will be the case, but they'll fix it. Just a cheeky reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel or you haven't yet clicked the thumbs up button, I would love it if you'd do both. And you can also, if you'd like, make a donation via streamlabs.com/filbertflies or join Club Filbert, which is my YouTube membership program, which gives you access to some fantastic perks in return for a very small monthly subscription. Fire Kid, I don't know if I said hello to you or not. I've been flying too much. Welcome, anyway. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. EasyJet Sim Pilot, hello. How you doing? Oh, you were referring to the freeware mesh in your initial comment. Nice. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I'm very used to my weekday streams just providing a little bit of background noise while people get on with their work. So if you have got spreadsheets to populate, Willie, don't let me stop you. The Iceland mesh seems to have messed up the handcrafted airport. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I haven't done that much flying around there, I have to say, since installing the mesh. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it won't be too bad, because we've got our Club Filbert Silver private members only live stream, as you well know, Melon, in 10 days' time, is it? Something like that? Can't remember the date, but soon. And we're doing a tour of Iceland for that. So if anyone's umming and ahhing about joining Club Filbert Silver, and you fancy a bit of group flying with me and the other Club Filbert Silver members, then great time to join up. Just saying, still no pressure at all. Your company is more than enough, but there is that option, should you wish to avail yourselves of it. Oh God, stop talking, man, you sound like a fool. Didn't cross-fill the old FMC, did I? Let's do that now. Just suddenly noticed out the corner of my eye that the first officer has absolutely no idea where we're going. Let us switch from terrain to weather radar, because we are well clear of all the terrain now. Panelists coming together, your cunning plan is in motion. Yeah, so I never flew the Dash 8 in when I was a regular P3D flyer, but someone persuaded me to get it, and I have, and it's brilliant. Stressful as hell, but it's a brilliant plane. I mostly came back to P3D for the 747, to be honest. Yeah, it is nice popping into other streams, it must be said. Just consuming rather than having to actually do anything. Well, it wouldn't be the same without me speaking in the background. No, I'm sure. You might actually be able to concentrate and get stuff done. Me neither. Me neither. I think I underflare it more or less every time. And so this is my second leg. I've just done the circle to land approach to runway 8. And I've done it a few times, and this was my best attempt at it. I wouldn't say it was smooth, but it was... I don't think anyone will need a neck brace, put it that way. No worries, Willie. See ya. Speak to you soon. Speak to you soon. Oh, it's very exciting, Gavin. It's very exciting. Here's a link. Working, watching and listening. Good, good. Oh, did I not say transition altitude? No, I didn't, did I? I set it though, that's the main thing. Set standard pressure. Oh, this guy's on blue needles. No, each to their own. So 1601 now. What's our ETA?
$1,000 to go. Out so.
31 minutes till we're down. That'll take us to 4:30. Bit of taxiing done by 5. Leave at 5:15 for work. Yeah, that's going to be alright, I think. Just about. Just about. Oh, I said we could have some music on this leg, didn't I? Sorry, I'll do that now. And I think I'm in a sort of classical mood, so we're going to have a bit of Cora. Seems appropriate with the alpine landscape and... yeah, and nothing. It's appropriate to the scenery, I've decided. Tell me if it's too loud or too quiet. Oh, really? I wonder if some of the Majestic developers are working on it then. Okay, let's get cruise power set.
Set cruise power.
Cruise power set.
And so that we're not rushing, let's set up for our arrival as well. I'll let you look outside while I get some charts set up. Flaps music. This isn't lift music. This is possibly thermal spa music. I'll accept that. It's better than lift music. This is a particularly tuneless little number, but some of our other stuff is awesome. You'll see. You'll see. Okay, so I'll show you our star chart and our other charts while we're at it, why not? Todd, you're flying for this means nothing to me. What do you mean? I'm flying back to Vienna, in fact. We've been to Innsbruck. And we are now on our way back. Runa, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel. So this is our star, which is about half our route. So we're going from Nemel to Nimdu, blah 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 blah, to Ballad, and Ballad is our approach transition. So in fact, I need to get a chart up for that, which I think is down here, which is the one for 1.6. That looks like it, does it? So we're going to go from Ballad to Whiskey Whiskey 684 and then up and down and round. And I'm going to try and cut a little bit of that out so that I'm not late for work. Let me remove the Navigraph window so we can admire all these notifications. Narek T, thank you for the sub and a very warm welcome to the channel. So I'm not certain, as I said many a time, I'm no expert on the Dash 8, but I think we'll start by planning our VNav descent to be at or above 8,000 at Ballad. Or maybe we'll just let it stick with Nemel. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Nemel. See how it does. So it's got at 9,000. Oh, it doesn't like that. It's probably because it's not an absolute constraint. Going to have a little bit of a play around to get this right. Still need more Oktoberfest. There's very little. There's very little in the way of Oompa music on Epidemic Sound, unfortunately. A little too high, thank you. I'll turn it down a little. He says as the next track is significantly quieter. Never mind. Right, before we do this, let's just go to our flight plan and see what constraints it's got in there. Well, let's try taking it to Nimdu, because it wants to be at 9,000 for that, I think. We'll delete this discontinuity, we don't need it. So to Nimdu, there we are, minus 1,500 feet per minute, and we want to be there at 9,000 feet. Done! Target VS is low, is it? Oh, it is, Christ! I thought we had slightly longer than that. Still too low. Okay, let's bring our power back and let's see what VS it wants to get us down there. I guess on a hop this short it's possibly... Oh, it's still too low. Oopsie. Nimdu isn't an absolute constraint though. I don't think we have to be at or below flight level 330 and above 9,000. So I think the FMC is being a little bit pernickety. Daily Life, welcome back. I can't play any songs you'll ever have heard of, unfortunately, because of copyright. I am not Tomsky. I am not. We're going from Innsbruck to Vienna. If there were any in Innsbruck, then maybe they're transferring in changing in Vienna to come home. It's not impossible. I thought we'd have something that had absolutely nothing to do with football today. Tell you what, let's try Ballad. And let's tell it we want to do 1,500 feet a minute, because that's still miles off. That should kick it into action, hopefully. Yeah, it has. Top of descent in 11 minutes, that's more sensible. And we can whack a bit more power in now. We'll get the ILS frequency tuned, which is 108.5. I work for the railway, Alexander, so I'm on nights at the moment. It's my first night shift tonight. Yeah, I haven't heard of that song, I must say. Got to admit. Rafman89, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. And just a reminder, if anyone hasn't yet subscribed and is enjoying what they're seeing, do please click the subscribe button. Do please click the thumbs up button as well. And if you want, you can make a donation via streamlabs.com/philbertflies. Oh no, I do know that song. I wouldn't have recognised the band, but I know the song Vienna, and I assume there's only one. Thank you, Worldwide Pilot 101. Thank you for subscribing. No way! Auckland is out. For P3D or MSFS? Worldwide Pilot 101, what's up? All's good with me. How are you? How's life in Japan? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yes, Riley, I am disappointed about the football. It's an exciting day for news and releases, eh? Wondering about deleting a few waypoints or doing a direct to. Let's see what the traffic situation's like in Valenta. In Vienna on VATSPy. That's what I was going for. Okay, there's no one arriving at a similar time to us, so that's good. So maybe we don't have to fly the whole star. Japan is nice. I've been. I loved it there. I loved it there. Glad you're doing well anyway. Thank you. Sleep well, and hopefully we'll see you on another one soon. Mixer, hello, welcome, welcome. I don't, Todd. No, I was working towards my PPL several years ago back. I'd still quite like to do it at some point. We shall see. So yeah, I've got about 15 hours in the Cessna 152. Dondoni Aviador. Welcome, welcome. P3D versus X-Plane. Ooh. I've never really liked X-Plane, but then I've never had much experience with X-Plane either, so I don't think it's really fair for me to judge. I think P3D is the better sim. I think it's certainly, if you're into flying airliners, it's got far more high quality study level airliners than X-Plane does. I think it can look better as well, but you've got to spend money to make it look better. I think the advantage of X-Plane is that there's a lot of freeware available. And yeah, and both are good sims. Well, no worries, Farmer Beavers. It's been a pleasure to have you along, and enjoy your dinner, enjoy your TBM flying, and yeah, hopefully see you soon. Same here. Would love to get back into it. Yeah. Yeah. I think I will. So my story with my PPL was that I developed a bit of a phobia of flying. That's what stopped me doing it. Very long story about where that came from. But anyway, I just wasn't enjoying it anymore, so I stopped. But I'd like to think I might be over it now, because I'm certainly not anxious on commercial flights. So yeah, we'll see. I'll give it another go one day soon. You got your PPL some years ago. Bucket list item achieved. Pricey to keep it up and limited to weather. Yeah, where in the world are you, Dwell? Are you in the UK? I think that is the thing, isn't it? It is worth doing it just for the sake of doing it, but if you want to keep flying, you've got to have a lot of money behind you. that's... yeah, we'll see. Nottingham. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, too many unflyable days in the UK. Blimey, we've got 24 knot gusts. Oh no, hang on, that's Innsbruck still. In Vienna we don't have 30 knot gusts. We have winds of 130 at 12 knots, few clouds at 4,200 and a temperature of 28. Much nicer. Ah, exciting, Riley, exciting. Okay, I'm going to cut a lot of this flight out. I've made an executive decision, because then I don't have to panic about being late for work. So, I'm going to go direct to Whiskey 673, I think. We may end up being too high, that's my concern. Also, VNAV doesn't want to engage even though we're approaching our top of descent. Curious. Anyway, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Okay, what's the message? Probably something about us being too high, above VNAV altitude. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay, that's all right. What we'll do then is we'll go into IAS mode. We'll set. Oh, I hadn't set a lower altitude. What a noob. And that should keep us at this speed. I'll bring the throttles right back, and then that'll give us a decent descent rate. Get used to check rides and then maybe a VMC flight. Tollerton to Leicester, cup of tea back again. Yeah. That's what private flying is though, isn't it, for most people? Let's rearm VNAV. And hopefully, as we pass through our VNAV path, yeah, it'll intercept it. Easy peasy. More by luck than judgment, but anyway.
Must fill the FMS, please.
Check.
Let's get on with the descent checklist.
Descent checklist to the line.
Fuel balance.
Oh, he's blooming fuel balance again. There we are, he's doing it himself now, that's fine.
Check. Pressurization set. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
What
Cabin
is this
PA,
song
please.
called? The
Fasten
old one. It was
seatbelt
called
switch.
Narrow Brilliance. Narrow Brilliance by Cora Zia.
On. Approach and landing brief.
Haven't done the brief yet, I'll do it now.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
Okay, we'll be arriving by the ATC assigned star. As for the approach, we can expect the ILS. Landing runway condition is dry. Anti-ice is not required. We will use flaps 35 for landing. The bleeds will be on. And for the MDA, it's 3700 feet. After landing, please turn on the APU and leave the transponder on since this airport uses ASDEX. Lastly, it looks like we'll be assigned a stand. The taxi route will be assigned by ATC. Any questions?
That's checked and
We
no
should be there
questions.
13:59 in the sim. So about 15 minutes. 15 minutes will take... Oh yeah, that's alright. It's all going to be fine. I'm going to finish the flight and I'm not going to get sacked from work. You could start this December, but winter in Ireland certainly isn't good for flying a little Cessna. No, I think you're better off starting in spring, aren't you, really? To give you the best chance of getting it all done. Ron Rigdon, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Me too, Castle. Me too. I'm going to start my shift at work by having a proper read through all of that stuff. I can keep the speed up a little bit, I think. Yeah, if I get sacked from work, more time to get my PPL finished up, but a lot less money to do it with. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really. 130 likes, that's awesome. Thank you everyone who has liked the video, really appreciate that. It makes a big difference. Makes it all worthwhile. Hello, oh hello Rafman. Again, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the chat. Best chance to go somewhere like Florida. Yeah, it is. It is. But I've heard people who have done their PPLs in Florida saying, or anywhere, Arizona, anywhere that's warm and sunny but not in the UK. I've heard them say that actually coming back here and flying in the UK requires so much learning and relearning of stuff. That it's just a very different experience and therefore not worth it. I don't know. Summer, because you'll be studying towards your junior certificate, finish that in June and then you can get flying. Oh, brilliant. So you'll have a proper summer holiday to focus on it. Yeah, it sounds like a great plan. It sounds like a great plan. And once you've got your PPL, Riley, you can fly over to the UK and take me for a spin. You're watching from Malaysia? Ah, welcome. Welcome from Malaysia. Must be late there now, isn't it? What is it, about 20 past midnight? Something like that? You're going to do a long haul in MSFS from JFK to Amsterdam. Nice! What are you going to fly, Flight Sim Pilot? Which aeroplane? Yeah, minimal conversion hours needed, it's true. And I think there are places where you can actually do a UK PPL in America. But it's a question, I suppose, of whether or not it's worth it if you come back here and feel like you don't know what you're doing in terms of navigation and that. I don't think I'd want to do it that way. I think I'd take my chances with the weather and learn over here, probably. 787-10 KLM, nice, nice. I know Harrison's been flying the KLM 787-10 a lot lately. Amsterdam to Dubai he did the other day. A320 and KLM referee. Don't even start. Harrison is one of my club. Well, he's been in the chat. He's a Club Filbert Gold member. He's he's recently got into flying the 787-10. 4 real A320 pilots are helping. Are they really? If they can produce an A320 that beats the FS Labs version in P3D, which to my mind is the best airliner that's ever been produced for any sim, then that is something really, really special. Hello Rama, welcome to the stream. Because you have vacation from tomorrow. Oh nice, I'm jealous. I've got 3 night shifts. Boo. Could be a great thing having a fast food into the plane. Could be Iron Centaur, so some kind of air-to-air McDonald's delivery or something. Would be awesome. I'm just looking at all your chat in the Club Filbert Lounge about this new plane. Lot of controversy here. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm a naturally optimistic person, but I think it's going to be good. I believe it's going to be good. It is called a delivery drone. All we need is one that can do 300 odd knots and it'll be fine. And probably some kind of airlock on the outside of the aircraft for it to fly into, I guess. I work for the railway, Pete. Not having a good time with the HD mod on the last run. Ah, yeah. Did it at least manage your VNAV descent alright at this time, Harrison? Just Eat Airways. Lots of thunder in southeast London. No, I haven't had any yet, but I was planning on cycling to work and I couldn't really face it. So now you've said that, it's probably the excuse I need to drive in, Scott. You've just had 4 night shifts, have you? You'll have to be back tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock. God, that's a quick turnaround, Paul. So you finished this morning and you're back in tomorrow morning. Is that how it works? What do you... Hello, Busy Kumpf. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we're passing through the transition level now, so we'll set the local pressure, which is at the moment 1011.
1011.
1011.
We should probably finish
Set
our
and
descent
cross-check.
checklist as well at some
Fuel
point.
balance.
Fuel balance again,
Pressurisation
good.
Set. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Let's get the
Cabin
old landing
PA
lights on.
Fasten seatbelt switch.
Complete.
Complete. Descent checklist completed to the line.
Below the line.
On. Approach.
Oh,
and
what's
landing
going...
group. GPWS landing
Something's
flap.
weird's going on with these
Selected
checklists.
35 degrees.
Okay,
Fuel
we need to
transfer.
do
Off. Hydraulic
our
pressure
reference
quantity.
speed bugs.
Check. Caution warning lights. Check. Approach flare lights. On. Ref speed.
So we're going to be doing
switch
another
bugs.
flaps 35 landing. We're still around about the 24,000 kilogram mark. So VREF 112 and V approach 117.
Offset.
Offset. Flight attendants notification complete. Descent checklist complete.
Couldn't seem to get it to work. You think that's more because you're unfamiliar with Boeing aircraft? Yeah, the 5 FPS wouldn't help with that. But I saw what you were doing yesterday, and it was doing it. You know, you were doing everything right, and it just wasn't responding. Hard to say the train was late when you worked for the railway. Yeah. Oh, is it buffering?
Introducing speech alarm.
Oh. You're a dispatcher at a local airport. Your shifts usually end at midnight. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry about the personnel problems. I thought you said personal problem. I'm sorry. Okay, so you're doing a bit of overtime or something, are you? 4 working, 1 off, 6 working, 1 off. Blimey, you only get 1 day off between runs of shifts. That's not much time to have a life, is it? Not buffering, just buffering short. Okay, good. And relax again. Engine view. Bit of engine view. Let's have a look at the other. Oh, hello. Bit of tower view. Oh, I tell you what we haven't had is a flyby. I always forget that's an option. Look at that. What a machine. MSFS version expected next month, Roger. Thanks for the confirmation. Right, having cut a big chunk of the approach out, I no longer feel that I have a particularly good handle on what is going on. Oh, okay, yeah. So 5,000 feet, right-hand turn. Intercept the localizer and glide slope at 5,000 feet. Easy. Normally it's more off. Already really glad the planes are flying again. Yeah, I bet you are. Must have been a worrying time. Yeah, it would be. It would be, Gavin, it's true. I don't know why they haven't done that. I mean, I think they call the drone mode something like a cinematic camera, don't they? So they obviously had the idea, I think. They just didn't quite get there with it. Mind you, I can't even get chase plane cinematics working properly. I don't know why. I see other people on their streams having wonderful swooping views around the aircraft and around the landscape. I just get clunk one view, clunk another view, and it goes through everything. I'm sure I could figure it out if I spent the time with it. Does it get better performance than the A320?
1,000 to go. Outside.
Gosh, very good. Very good. Hello, Kai. You found out you got 100%. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Congratulations. You must be really chuffed. Right, now I've never tried this before, but I'm going to arm approach mode and see if we can capture without switching to ILS mode. I don't think we can because we've only got glide slope armed. Let's get flaps 5 out.
Flaps 5.
Okay, so go into heading mode. Ooh, this is where things start going wrong because I'm trying to be clever. Right, let's stick with this heading. And now let us change mode, source select. Oh god, I haven't set the course. What is the course? 160. Okay, I think it's going to be alright. Everyone stay calm. I don't even know where I'm looking. Oh, there we are. 160. Okay, now we can engage approach mode. I hope you're going to stop my descent at 5,000. No, you're not, because we're in pitch mode. Go to altitude, select. Okay, everyone relax, it's all fine. We're capturing the localizer. We're below the glide slope, we will capture it. So yeah, it's all going to be okay. So if they do this amazing A320, you're wondering what the performance... Well, someone literally just said, Rene, that apparently the performance is going to be better than the A32NX. Again, I suppose we do need to take some of this with a pinch of salt, because it's quite easy to say these things when you know the product's still in testing. But if that's true, it's going to be a real game changer. That's also true, Melon. That is also true. We're all pinning a lot of hope on this new sim update, aren't we? Vienna traffic established on ILS, runway 16, 20 mile final. V Legion, I saw! I missed the boat with my preview video. Congrats anyway on getting it out.
Traffic Austrian 857 heavy pushing back from...
I haven't yet had a chance to have a look at it even, and I'm on nights, so my plan is, if my nights aren't too busy, I'm going to try and get a review done over the next few days. If not, it might have to wait until the weekend. I will, Kai, thank you, I will. Fortunately, I have a co-pilot who actually operates it rather than just saying he's operated it in this plane. Ethan, hello, welcome to the stream. You were on South African Airways -Q under. It was so nice. Yeah, I think they are. Most airlines now have retired them. Yeah, someone posted the trailer in my Discord, but I just haven't had a chance. I'll watch it. I've heard good things already. By the way, V Legion works for Impulse. Is it Impulse? Oh, I'm so sorry, I've forgotten what your company's called. I think it's Impulse Design, who have just launched Adelaide scenery for MSFS, and I know that Dingo has downloaded it and has been very impressed. So I'm really looking forward to taking a look at it. Impulse Simulations, that's it, sorry. I got no room in my brain for anything but not letting the Dash 8 kill me at the moment. Just a reminder as we're on final, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, if you haven't yet given the video a thumbs up, I would love it if you'd do both of those things. It makes a huge difference. Can't see the runway. It's over there. What is all that? It's not the airport, is it? No. If you're low enough to see the beavers walking through a forest, you might be flying slightly too low. Beavers? Are they in, do they have beavers in the outskirts of Vienna?
100 above.
Oh.
In traffic Austrian
Minimums.
857 heavy taxiing to Bravo 1, holding point 0116.
I forgot to set my minimums, which should be 1200. It's alright, we can do that now. Maybe we'll get another minimums call out, maybe we won't. It's a massive long final, that's why I know everyone worries about me not getting my gear out, but we've got a long way to go yet, still another 10 miles. Don't worry, I'm on it. Okay, it's time, I feel, to kill the music. But I hope you've enjoyed a bit of Cora's Ear. Something chill for the afternoon. It's put me in a good frame of mind to land the plane. There's the runway. We'll announce again when we're on a 10-mile final. Ooh, we are on a 10-mile final. We're on an 8-mile final.
Gear down.
Get the gear down. Wien traffic, Austrian 6 Mike Alpha, 8-mile final, runway 16.
Flaps 15 before landing checklist.
Flaps 15, landing gear.
Thank you, Mixer, thank you. Oh, you're responding to Willie? Sorry, I can't keep up with the chat today. I just can't.
Down 3 green.
Down 3 green. Condition levers.
Max.
Max. Auxiliary standby PTU pumps. On. Bleeds on and min. Flight attendants notification complete. Flaps.
Indicating 15, planned 35.
Yeah, speed management in this is tricky. As tricky as it is in the CRJ, I'd say.
Flaps 35.
Flaps 35. Before landing checklist complete.
They're trying to reintroduce beavers in the West Highlands, are they? There are beavers in Vienna, Val. There we are. You learn something every day. Because P3D is better than X-Plane and has better planes than MSFS. Wien traffic, Austrian 6 Mike Alpha, short final runway 16. I'll try my best, Riley. I've never butted the Dash 8, but I'll try. I'll try. Thank you, Willie. I appreciate that. I do fly a lot of MSFS. I mostly fly MSFS, and it's still my favourite sim. But yeah, there are some great planes in P3D that I missed, and great planes like this Dash 8 that I hadn't even discovered when I last flew it.
Continue.
Check.
No second minimums, cool. That's reasonable.
Landing.
Check.
The nature and design of the aircraft doesn't allow... Well, that explains it then. It's not my skills after all. Thank you, Kevin. That's very reassuring. Is that a waterfall? He says, talking about how much better P3D is than X-Plane. It's just a sinkhole. Sinkhole just outside the boundary. Right. Should probably have disengaged the autopilot a little earlier, but never mind.
Minimums.
Continue. Here we are, everybody. Welcome back to Wien. That wasn't bad, actually, was it? That wasn't bad. I'll take that. Yeah, I think it was flying upward. I don't know what the hell that was. Wien traffic, Austrian 6 Mike Alpha, clear of runway. Thank you, Riley. Appreciate it, and Willie. Thank you. Yeah, car alarm is when you reduce your throttles too far. That was what was going on.
In traffic, Austrian 857 heavy, landing at runway 16.
Okay, now let's get a bit of a wriggle on.
After landing checklist.
Okay.
Simon, thank you ever so much. That's very, very kind of you. £3 donation.
Absolute beauty.
Thank you. You're always very generous with me, and I do appreciate it. So things might not go entirely as they're supposed to, because I'm very conscious that it's almost time for me to leave for work. I don't want to abandon the flight in the middle of a taxiway, but I am just going to kind of gun it to a stand and not worry too much about procedure, just for now, just for now. And we're going to try and find the stand we parked on when we started, I think. Marco, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. For Dash 8, that was pretty much a greaser. Awesome, I'll take that, thank you. And good use of the word greaser. I think we've had this discussion before, which has been overtaken by butter, and I don't understand why. What do I have to do? I'm just going to try and look at my flows and taxi quite fast in a roughly straight line. After landing,
in traffic, Austrian 857 heavy, taking off runway 16.
Have a good flight, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, anti-collision light to red. Oh, he's done it. Good, good man, good man. You're very welcome, Alexander. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you. Thank you. Better go now yourself. Great flight, great. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Riley. Auf Wiedersehen. Bis bald. Can't really recall where we started. I mean, I know it was Foxtrot 4-4, but I don't know where exactly that is in relation to where we are now. Anyway, we'll find a stand. We'll plonk it there. I'm deliberately not using GSX so I don't have to find anywhere in particular. Perfect Fellow Plays, welcome to the stream, but it's we've been, we've gone, we've come back, I'm afraid. What is this madness? I don't know what to do with these circles. Don't want circles, I want a stand. Is this a stand? Yeah, this is a stand. This might even be the one we started on, I think. Okay, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Where do I want to park? I wanted to park in Foxtrot 4-4. You got to run. Glad you caught the landing. I'm glad you did as well. Have a productive evening. Thank you, Willie. I'll do my best. And thanks for popping in. See you soon. Right. Right, this is where we're stopping. And what we're going to do now is try and find a proper spot view. And we're going to feather the engines. And we're going to wait 30 seconds there or thereabouts. We're going to turn off the fasten belt sign. We're going to turn off the anti-collision lights. See you later, Gavin. Thank you for popping by. Much appreciated. I assume he's... Oh, yes, there you are. Yes. Sky God's part where they want. Exactly. And we'll kill the engines there. See if we can get any kind of... deboarding.
Thank you for flying us today.
Oh, Renee, thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there and get ready for work. I will have 5 minutes to pop into the gold chat room for you Club Filbert Gold members who were worrying I was going to miss it out and not. I've factored that in. Thank you ever so much to everyone who's been along today. Thank you very much in particular to those who have subscribed, and even more so to everyone who's made a donation. Renee, Simon, and to Craig for continuing with his Club Filbert membership for 2 months, and to Pablo for joining Club Filbert. It really means a lot to me, and I look forward to chatting to you more on Discord. My next stream is going to be Thursday evening at 17:30 Zulu. That's 18:30 UK time. Hope some of you can make it along to that. That is a continuation of my Cargo Lux trip around the world in the PMDG 747-8. Should be a lot of fun. If you can't make it to that, I'll see you again soon, and I hope you all have a good week either way. Take care. Bye-bye.